Everybody who was the competition last week, everyone's an artist. Everyone does something creatively. So it was so good to see them just like kind of stretch
Mm-hmm.
their
Oh, audio. Okay. I mean, repeat
way.
ourselves.
I'm sorry,
We
I'm reading notes from the back from behind the
the
scenes. What is
studio.
happening? The
We're
studio.
getting a lot of scuff out of the way at the start here. Don't worry. Our studio manager is, they. Oh my god, they have to deal with
They
so much stress. Oh my goodness.
they have a problem. Okay,
They
let's
have
just.
it's a deep job. It's a difficult job.
I mean, I
But
get that, but still, they have a substance problem
they do have
with.
a substance problem. But we won't discuss that because the thing is, the substance they're addicted to. Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
I mean,
Sweet
it's what
lord.
keeps the show running. Trust me.
It's what keeps the show running.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Anyway,
Are we actually
alliteration.
on now? Can people hear us? Hello.
Yeah, I think they can hear us now. Okay, alliteration. Spooky the
Alliteration.
Tooth, and then I am lime flavored. There you go. We've caught up.
What did I say? The lavishly lime flavored loot goblin.
Something like that. There was alliteration, and it was
I love
impressive.
alliterations. I'm sorry.
I know you do. I know you do. So just to cover again, last week we had a Gartic phone throwdown, and it was it was actually really fun. I think it got really, really fun in the last round where it got super chaotic when the contestants could not see what they were doing. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, the last round was kind of a special round where they could only see so much of what they were drawing, and
Hmm.
they could not see when they were typing a prompt for the next
Oh yeah.
player.
Oh yeah.
I'm
That
surprised
was a
I'm surprised everyone actually got their grammar correct because when I have to look at my
yeah.
hands when I'm typing sometimes.
Also, a lot of the art was recognizable as actual stuff. That was another thing. You know.
Exactly.
Amazing, amazing, really. Also, on top of that, weird thing where there was some sort of theme with me being consumed by different entities.
I told you you're lime flavored.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
This is what happens when you're lime flavored, Scath. People would want to eat you
It's true.
or
It's
put
true.
you in drinks. You know.
Oh my god, I have stories for you about that. Anyway, okay, so but this week is a different affair. Okay, we are not doing art. We are doing we're doing a form of art. So this week we are going to be working with interviewing people.
Hmm.
Interviewing
Hmm.
people.
Hmm.
Okay, you have to be able to. Now the thing is, there's a bit of a twist. Okay, because the contestants will be doing the interviewing, and they do not know who of the guests they will be interviewing beforehand. That will be decided shortly.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And let me just double check. Yes, this week we have it's both exciting and scary. Even as a host, I know we're not on the chopping block, but even as a host, this is an elimination week, and it's terrifying. Oh my goodness, it's scary.
Ooh.
Do you feel the tension? Do you feel it?
Oh, I don't feel it just yet
You don't feel it
until
just
we're
yet?
done, until everything when everything is finished,
Oh, it tingles
then it's gonna
me.
hit me. Then
My feet.
I'm a
They tingle.
panic. I'm not gonna panic, but I'm a panic a little. Just
Fair,
slightly
fair.
panic. How do you slightly panic? Can you slightly panic?
I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Okay, so hiccups. Oh my goodness, I'm being assaulted. Um,
But
we
yeah,
have.
for
Go ahead.
last week, our competition, the winner, should we talk about the winner or should we just go right into bringing the contestants out?
Well, I mean, we can start with the winner. How about that?
All right, yeah, let's go. All right, we're gonna bring out the competition and we're gonna start with the winner for last week's art competition, Melto.
Hello, it is I am the wiener.
Hello, Melto,
Yay.
Melty, also known as. Oh my God. So last week you won, and you won a nice prize from Swindle, aka Goblintopia, a very nice goblin artist. Yes. Oh, there's some of their art right now. It's beautiful,
Love
beautiful.
it.
Love it indeed. On top of that, it's obviously very exciting. How do you feel about being crowned the art champion last week?
Well, I think if I didn't win that one, I wasn't going to win any of them. That was kind of my strong suit, that one was.
That was your strong suit. Okay, 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 okay,
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
it was definitely a good comeback. it was definitely a good comeback since Melty wasn't here for week 6
Oh, there was
competition.
that scheduling issue. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
and he
yes.
flew right in for week 7 and just annihilated.
Oh,
Good
wow,
show, man.
wow.
Good show.
It's exciting to see. It's exciting to see. Everyone enjoys a good comeback story, so that's good. That's good. Um, any thoughts going into this week's competition, Melty?
Good question. I'm feeling pretty confident in this one too. I got some surprises in store. We'll see how much it works out for me, but that's about all I'm going to comment on that for now.
Okay, okay,
Someone's
exciting, exciting.
prepared.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Good to hear. Good to
Mm-hmm.
hear. All right,
I
Melty.
probably didn't just set everything up last night.
Oh no. All
Oh
right,
dear.
thank you, Melty. And our next competitor for this evening is Drusilla.
Ah,
Drusilla
I
the
see.
killer.
Hello.
Drusilla, darling, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. A
Mm,
little nervous, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. I just need to shake it off.
yeah, yeah,
Never done an
yeah.
interview before?
Of course not. I'm the only one who gets interviewed.
Oh, I
Oh, it
see, I
is.
see.
Oh, you get to switch roles this time. Awesome. So this is going to be new for you.
I can't wait to be in power.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
Would you like to be interviewed, Scab?
No, you know what? I am just gonna stick to hosting the show. But we do have some delightful guests for you to interview, which we'll be mentioning shortly. Any thoughts going into this week? Like, are you excited to see, as you said, the other side of things from an interview, perhaps?
Oh, I'm overwhelmed, if anything. Like I
Okay,
said, I get to be in power.
okay, okay. I think that's enough from you. I think we should move on.
Be
We should
be
definitely
nice,
move on.
Gav. Goodness.
I mean, it's just,
Ta-ta.
oh my
Thank you,
goodness.
Drusilla.
I'm getting a restraining order real soon. All right. Our next contestant we're gonna be bringing on is Fayrin. Oh my god, I'm excited. I'm excited. Hi,
I'm
Fayrin.
excited too. Hi, hello.
Hello. Hi. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm so pumped. I really, really want to do this.
Oh my god, I'm excited as well. I recently, because it's been very warm over here, and I've been trying to hide inside my cave, but it's been very warm. I had a Sprite the other day, and you know what? I couldn't help but think of you. How's things going?
It's going great. A little bird told me, well, not that little, but a bird nonetheless, told me that if I win Shatter Summer, I might get that Sprite endorsement.
Oh my goodness, that sounds
Oh,
exciting. That sounds exciting. Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
god.
going to go great. I know it.
That's good to hear. It's good to hear.
a little
So,
incentive to get you pumped up for victory, huh?
Yeah.
so that let's see. What thoughts do you have going into this week's competition? Is there anything you're worried about? Anything you're excited about specifically?
I'm really, really excited because this talk show is going to be an opportunity to talk about sports. Yeah, with some of our guests, of course. And by
Of course, of
extension, we
course.
will talk about balls.
Oh, well, of course. That is, of course, most sports involve balls to a degree, of course.
Exactly, exactly.
Yes, yes, yes.
We will talk plenty about balls. Yeah.
I enjoy all forms of discussion of this nature, including that of the illustrious dancing balls, the perhaps volleyballs,
Of course,
you
of
know,
course.
tennis
Tennis ball.
balls. Yeah,
Tennis
tennis
is fun.
balls, of course. Tennis is fun.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, you know what? They've got something. A sport similar to tennis as well. Badminton that uses what does that use?
The
It's not a
birdie?
ball. No, it's not a
Oh,
birdie.
No?
shuttlecocks.
Yes, shuttlecocks.
Wait,
That's
what?
right.
Yeah, we
That's
will talk about
correct.
shuttlecocks and balls. Yeah, of course.
Yes, we'll be talking all about these sports. Okay. Anyway,
Is that literally
moving.
what it's called?
That is literally what it's called.
I was lied
Mm-hmm.
to. I was lied to. I thought it was called the birdie.
No, that's just in your little
What?
cat head. In your little cat head, you thought it was a
Don't
birdie.
worry, there are plenty of birdies in golf.
Sweet.
There's golf where there's birdies.
Wait, I've never played golf. How does this work? Where are all the birds?
Eh,
Give me.
Listen, in golf, most things don't work. It was
Mhm.
famously described as the perfect way to ruin a good walk.
Hmm.
You know what? That's correct. I absolutely suck. suck at golf. It's terrible. It's a terrible game. If it wasn't for crazy golf, with the blood sports, I wouldn't be interested. Wouldn't be interested at all. Okay, well, I think we've kept you around way too long at this point. You need to go
Yeah.
and get ready and hype yourself up, Farron.
Oh, I'm already hyped. Don't worry about that.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And of course, we'll chat to you later. Now, of course, our love and good luck goes out to all our contestants this week. We are currently hiccups. God dang it, spooky takeover. Oh my god.
Well, for this competition, like I said, it's going to be an interview, and each one of our contestants will be interviewing a potential guest of the show, some of which you've already seen before, some new faces. Now, our contenders will have 20 minutes to do a spot on interview with one of our 4 guests. I believe we're doing this spin the wheel style. So it will just be completely random. If anybody has any like specific questions that are catered to specific people, that is going to kind of put in a damper on the situation, because you have no idea who's coming out for your interview just yet.
That's
So,
true. That's true.
With that being said, shall we meet our potential guests for tonight?
Well, let's just run through the quick rules of the game. Just quickly before we meet the guest. It gives a little bit more context to it, at least for me to
Stuff
wrap
I'm
my head around it. So,
the
as
stuff
we
I'm forgetting.
mentioned, don't worry about it. Don't worry. I'm suffering from mild hiccups. But here's the thing. Our contenders, as we mentioned before, will be conducting interviews. They will have 20-minute spot interviews of one of 4 of our guests. They can ask any question, of course, within the realms of Twitch, TOS, and PG-13. Of course, we're very family-friendly here at the Shadowed Summer event. And they've got to try and engage their interviewees with, and our judges will be watching to see how they do. Do they charm? Do they dazzle? Do they confuse? Do they boggle? Do they perhaps have some aggressive interview strategies? Do they get to the root of something? Do we get some secrets? Interesting information. But other than that, I guess let's meet our guest. If you want to bring them in, then my dude.
Sure. All right. Well, first guest, we've had him on for as a judge quite a few times for our show. It is Tension. How are we doing
Yeah.
today, Tension?
Oh God, it's him again.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh God, it's him again.
Oh no, my mic was on.
You wanna run that by me one more time?
It's nothing. It's nothing. It's fine.
Yeah, you coughed, huh?
Hiccups. He's
It's fine.
suffering from hiccups.
It's hiccups. You know how it is. You know how it is.
You know how it is. Yeah.
Hello. This is
Tension has been a judge 3 times for our show. He is a necromancer centaur.
No, I'm a scimitar also. I'm also a
Scimitar?
curved sword.
A
Horse.
very dangerous curved sword horse
Yes.
thing. Buy yours today.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this because I also have my own talk show where I do these types of things, and so it's going to be really interesting being a guest on a talk show.
Oh yes.
Gonna be sitting to be sitting in the hot seat is a brand new experience for me. So I'm looking forward to this. Hopefully these questions can thrill me and I can provide some absolutely bonkers answers.
Excellent. Excellent. I mean, again, sort of similar to Drusilla, this is going to be the opposite side of the table for you, and maybe you'll gain new perspectives and you'll have some fun. Was I muted? Am I dead?
I don't
Oh no,
know. I can hear you. You're good.
muted. I think Teshin's died. Oh no.
Okay,
Well,
wanna
they are a
bring in-
necromancer.
Want to bring in the next guest?
Yeah, let's do it. The next guest, is a good friend that I've met before. They are a weird little bat cryptid and little gremlin person. This is Marionette. Hello, Mary.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi, how are you doing?
Can't complain. It's been hotter than I'd like it to be here, but I'm surviving.
Now, it says here that you are a part of the LGBTQ plus communities and neurodivergent communities, and you are a self-proclaimed tiefling enthusiast. Talk me through that. Talk me through the tiefling enthusiasm.
Oh, well, you see, I have too many tiefling characters, and primarily play tieflings in literally every D&D game.
I see. I have a different
I
issue.
I might have a tad obsession with
I see.
tieflings.
I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
I see. And are you excited to see? Are you excited, or perhaps you're nervous about being interviewed today? What's your thoughts today?
Well, I can't say I haven't been interviewed before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like too it's not too different of a
Mm-hmm.
thing
Mm-hmm.
for me. Um, although I wasn't exactly told what I needed to come down from my attic for, so
Yeah, we kind of just lured you down here with snacks
yeah,
and such.
you lured me down with fruit snacks.
Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. This explains your demeanor. You
Yeah,
know, you look like
true.
you're ready to seize the day and/or fruit snacks. Of course, we have some backstage, but we will be calling you out for your interview soon.
Sure.
You want to bring out the next guest, Spooky?
I'm on it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marionette. Okay, for our next guest this evening, it's our
Mm.
very own security goose from the mod team for Shattered Summer.
Oh my god.
Now, I'm not sure if he's a goose that drives a tank, or is he a tank class adventurer trapped in the body of a goose? Like, is this some kind of isekai situation going on where a guy dies who was a part of the military, and then all of a sudden he
No, no,
wakes
no,
up
no, 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 no.
and he's a
You
goose?
see,
Or
there's no trapped soul inside me. I've always been a goose. There will
always
never
been a
be
Okay,
goose?
any other man inside of this goose except for a goose.
I see.
Nice.
I do
I
drive
see.
a tank on occasion, but today I figured let me show up on Tension's back. He didn't notice until about halfway here that I was riding on his saddle, but we don't need to worry about semantics.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I'm just glad I was able to find time in my goosely schedule to join
Well,
in
we
on
all know
this.
how busy you are, of course, of course. Much
Yeah,
goose
Mhm.
business.
it's a very important business.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah,
Now,
I,
are
I
I
have
can
also
imagine.
roped some geese into watching today, so they're
Excellent,
going to be
excellent.
vibing.
Okay, of course, of
awesome?
course.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
Mhm.
All
And how are
right,
y'all doing today?
okay.
Y'all having
You
fun?
know, doing
Absolutely
all right.
great. I'm doing great.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's going pretty good. It's going pretty
Can't
good
wait
so
to
far.
see can't wait to see how this is gonna go. To be honest. Now,
Oh
Goose,
yes.
have you ever been interviewed before?
Uh, I I've been interviewed many times, not on a talk show before. However, I do usually do interviewing at my work, so I'm kind of used to the whole situation,
Okay,
and
okay.
I'm kind of open to anything that the contestants have to throw at me.
Oh, that's
hey,
exciting. Oh, that's exciting. Could get some real curveballs. You never know.
hey, if they want to throw some curveballs at this goose, I used to play baseball.
Yeah, excellent.
I was
Hey.
very bad at it.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I guess I'll bring on our last guest, last but not least, of course, is our friend of Gobbo's, fierce protector and a lovable goof, and they have been an absolute essential member of the team for us here at Shadow Summer. The video director who made all our trailers. Welcome in, Tam Troll.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, yeah. It says here you're technically an invertebrate and you're a D&D enthusiast.
Technically an invertebrate?
Yeah, well,
Yep.
technically. Yeah, well, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's very
Yeah.
interesting.
T- Turns out Tam's ancestors were starfish.
I see. I
Interesting.
see. I've had dealings with starfish before. Now most of the time it goes pretty well. So, how do you feel about being interviewed? Do you think that your starfish ancestry will help you or hinder you in this case?
I don't think it'll really come up in either direction. Now, I have not been interviewed before. I have never interviewed anyone before. I'm essentially just the employer who works in the back that you guys picked up because you didn't have enough people to interview.
Well, listen, okay?
You've been
Listen.
doing a wonderful job keeping everything together with, paper clips and rubber bands.
Clearly,
I
you
work
are
with what
also
I got. What I
showing
got ain't a lot.
you're showing your naivete if you think that an interview on any talk show on this earth would not bring up starfish ancestry. So, I mean, you're in for a bit of a rude awakening when we get into these interviews. But you know what? That'll just add to the show, I think. That'll just add to the show. You know? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Um,
Can't wait to hear what you
yeah.
have to say for us, Sam.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, I can't wait to see what the heck I'm actually talking about.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Now, God, this is sort of like my forte, not knowing what I'm talking about. This is perfect. Now, so I think what is the next step for us today? We're gonna be discussing the wheelie wheel, the spinner, and then we'll
Think
talk about
wheel.
the judging rubric, the rubric. Um, but yes, it's time for the wheel. Oh my
Now,
God,
each of
it's
our
terrifying.
yes, each of our guests that have been assigned to a wheel, one of our contenders will spin it, and then that will determine who they will be interviewing for this evening.
Okay,
Again, it'll be a
okay.
20-minute interview, and they will yeah, the interview will be judged based on the following merits: your showmanship. Now, how good are you at putting on the show? And your
Mhm,
creativity, how unique your content will be.
mhm,
The
mhm.
engagement, how much do people love hearing from you? How much do they love listening to your voice? The games you're playing, if that's what's happening. Or in this case, if you sound like a good Saturday Night Live talk show host. Now, memorability. Now, did anything happen during the show that was memorable, that went viral, that was, clip worthy?
Oh yeah. Do we get any
And
good
next,
Kodak moments?
of course, next is your technique. How good you were at the very challenge for this evening.
Oh yes. Oh,
And each one of these merits has a certain number of points, 10 points or 5 that add to your score.
oh yeah.
And I think that's about it for how this is going to
Well,
go.
also with
Hmm?
engagement, of course, the audience will be participating. You guys in the audience will be participating with your votes.
Yes,
So,
yes,
of
yes, yes,
course,
yes.
oh my God, I think we really need to bring out the wheel again. I fear the wheel personally. Its
You fear
power
the
is
wheel?
chaotic and spherical in nature. It's very concerning.
But when it spins, it makes a fun clicking sound.
No, 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 no. You don't understand. Things that are spherical in nature are usually too powerful. You have to understand. I am often very spherical in nature. So we don't talk about how I'm chaotic and spherical. Okay, the studio's sassing me. Okay, we're gonna bring out the wheel. We're gonna spin the wheel, and I believe the first person to be assigned will be Melty. So first contender who we decided is Melty. Let's see. Eh, eh, they get tension. Well, oh my god. Oh my god. That's okay.
Woo!
Someone had to get tension, so I mean, it's no one else, no one's fault. And
I hear you
good.
talking
Okay.
shit.
No, you don't. You get security. Okay. And then the next person. Do we do the next wheel now? I think we do, right?
I think
Yes, we're
everyone's
doing
just,
it. We're
well,
doing
I
it.
guess it's
Drusilla,
going,
this
oh
is for
God,
Drusilla. We
it's
got
what?
it.
The wheel.
Drusilla. Okay, a vampire is going to be interviewing a
Interviewing the
goose.
goose.
The goose. And then on to the next one. This one will be for Naomi. Now, Naomi is currently out looking for milk, but if they return, they will be interviewing. Okay,
Uh-oh.
that's perfectly on the line. So if it
Uh,
happens in 3 times in a row, we have to call someone. Okay, they will be
Tam.
interviewing Tam Troll. Okay, and that of course means that Faerun will be interviewing uh, Marionette, but we'll never know unless the wheel spins. So I'm gonna need to see the wheel spin again. Personally, that's just me.
Now, I have a question. Who is actually spinning the wheel?
We don't again spherical and chaotic in nature. No, it needs to spin again. It didn't land on marionette. Come on.
What powers did this wheel hold? It's just spinning on its own, like it
It's
has its
just
own.
we're gonna get there eventually. Don't worry. We've scheduled time for
It's
this. It's
this
it's
is
not quite.
this is madness. Look at it.
It's not
Just look at it go. It just has a mind of its own, like it's from another
perfect.
world.
There we go. Perfect. We're done. We've got the wheel can go away now, away out of sight and out of mind. Okay. Don't concern yourself with the wheel.
It's madness incarnate. Just look at it spin.
Okay.
It's almost like it knows, like it
No,
has some kind of
no.
tie to
This
the
is why I don't
universe,
like the wheel. This is
to
exactly.
to the very
You know
fabric
what?
of our universe.
Spooky. Why don't we bring out our judges for this week? Okay. Why don't we bring out the judges?
Scaff the universe.
Okay, you know what? Let's get back down to our roots. First things first, a returning judge, Grim. Grim, hello. You're looking extremely. You've brought a friend this week. I see.
Yes, it is me, and I am being held into the air.
You're being held in the air. This is extremely flamboyant of you. I have to say, bravo, bravo. We enjoy some pageantry here.
Thank you, thank you. I am all about that performance.
Now, how
Excellent.
long will they be holding you up like this through the entire show? Because
Oh,
that's
yes.
got some.
We have it in the contract here. It says entire show.
You gotta
Well,
have some
here's
arms
the
to hold up somebody
secret.
like that.
He is not actually holding me up. I am floating ambiguously above his head.
Ah, I see.
Ah,
Well,
well,
it's
there you
all
go.
showbiz. You know, it's all showbiz, baby. That's
Theater
what it's
magic.
for. Yeah, exactly. Well, Grim, are you excited for judging this week? Are you excited for this?
I am very, very excited.
Okay, that's cool. And let's see. Your friend here, a new judge for us, Shiloh. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
Howdy. How are we doing tonight?
I guess we're doing well. We've moved past the most dangerous section of our show. The sphere is gone. So
Thank God.
no, of course. Okay, and you know what? Now we've gotten back into order, and so yeah. So Shiloh, is this your first time judging a competition of this nature?
I'd say so. It's a bit hard to judge considering I've been stuck in some sort of other world the past 300 or so years.
Oh,
So I don't
who
Was it
recall
the
hasn't been
any
wheel?
there?
else before.
It was
Might have
Was
been
it
the
the
wheel.
wheel?
I don't
no.
remember.
I
This is
knew it.
why you always vet which orbs you ponder, guys. Okay. Now, Shiloh, what do you call it? So you're excited. You've obviously had, a lot of time just to think on things. Being 300 years or so, in some other location. I mean, who hasn't been there? I think we've all been there. But I guess coming straight out into the cold open of a competition with an elimination round, no less, an elimination week. Do you think have you experienced interviews before on any scale?
Oh, yes. Plenty of interviews before all of that happened. Talked to plenty of the wildlife around here. Lots of
Hmm.
horses, things with many tentacles, all sorts of
Of course.
creatures.
Of
Hmm.
course, of course. Well, that's excellent. Well, I'm happy that you've escaped whatever, or just managed to wander out of whatever, sashayed clearly of whatever. And welcome in, welcome in.
More importantly, was there a Waffle House?
Was there a Waffle House?
Sadly, there was no Waffle House. There was just a
Okay.
bunch of mountains.
It was a world of absolute madness if there's no monster. If there's
Yeah,
no
there's no
Waffle
Waffle
House.
House or a waffle waffle.
Waffle Waffle.
Waffle. Anyway,
That was an
that
IHOP, though.
oh, so it was probably hell then. Okay. Anyway, uh,
Absolute
thank you very
heck.
much, Shiloh. And our third and final judge for this week, a new judge, also Mephisto. Welcome in, Mephisto Vane.
Hello, thank you very much. I'm super excited to be here.
You look very dapper, I have to say. I of myself am also sporting a nice black jacket as well. I have to say your fashion is impeccable.
Oh, thank you. I love yours as well. Perfect color scheme.
Oh, thank you. Let me see.
Now,
So, go
have
ahead,
you?
Sorky.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to just start asking the
No,
questions.
of course.
Now, Mephisto, have you done anything of this caliber before? Interviewing, being an interviewer. Have you ever
Oh,
been interviewed?
I've it's been a long time since I was interviewed. I I do interviews occasionally. It's how I pick my closest advisors in the underworld.
Nice.
Of course. Makes sense. Makes sense. Completely.
It's a very important job, man. Very important job.
Very important. Thankless jobs most of the time. Now, similarly to the underworld, today we're going to have a bit of a sort of competition. People are going to be vying for victory here. Do you think you'll be able to, keep your head on, or will you perhaps get lost in the action? Do you think?
Oh, I think I'm pretty level-headed. I try to the underworld can be a lot, and I try to be somewhat of a steadying force, so I
Okay.
don't think I'll get too lost.
Oh, that makes sense. That's good. That's good for us to hear as well. Of course, we're all about level heads here, and cool and calm demeanors. Perfect. Perfect. Well, welcome in and get comfortable. What is our next discussion topic right now, Spooky? What are we doing? What's
Our
going on?
next discussion topic is actually this week's prize.
Oh,
Now, this week's prize is going to be either a sparkly-eyed animation, animated emote,
oh yes.
or some chibi art from Keystar.
From Keystar. Oh my God, their art is wonderful. I love those emotes as well. They're very good. I love those.
Mm-hmm. Very,
They're
very
so
talented
good.
artists. Don't know where we keep getting them from, but they just keep showing up.
They keep showing up. Well, you see, it's all about the bait. It's all about the bait.
Was it fruit snacks again?
Now this one wasn't fruit snacks. This one wasn't fruit snacks, but chocolate covered almonds. Let's just say they
Ooh,
one
delightful.
hell of a snack. All right. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I think we've wrapped up our introductions for this week, haven't we?
Yes, we have. You guys have heard enough from us. Now it is time to hear from our talk show hosts for the night.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay. Okay. All right.
Are we ready to
Do,
go? Is there a
I think.
timer?
Is there a time? Do we have a time? Do I have to
Is
have
there
a timer?
another wheel?
Oh wait, I have a timer. Hold on. I got this. No wheels, for the love of God. We've had enough of the wheels. We've had plenty of wheel. Okay, so our first interviewer will be Melty, and Melty is interviewing Tension. So once they're situated in the studio, we will transition over to them. I think we're going to be going there very soon. And yeah, I guess I'll leave you to it. Take it away.
I'm taking it. Okay.
He took it.
Okay, everyone's here. All right, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and start my timer so that you don't have to remind me. And here we are. Okay, so welcome to Melty's Super Cool and Totally Original Talk Show. Working title. Basically the talk show without a name.
I've never seen a title like that before. It's really good.
Oh, thank you. It took me an entire 5 minutes to come up with it.
That's a long time to think, dude. I try not to think more for than like 3 seconds.
Oh yeah, we can tell. Anyways. So yeah, this talk show takes place in a sewer. So my first question is, being a centaur, how did you get your way down into a sewer?
It wasn't easy. The details are quite messy. I think the hardest challenge was just sticking my ass through the manhole cover. That was really hard. But eventually, with we got enough butter, so we buttered my ass up. We squeezed it down there somehow, and here I am.
I don't imagine, well, any sort of horse creature very good at falling, so I hope you didn't break anything on the way down, but hey, you're here now.
I don't think I did. And if I did, well, it's off to the glue factory for me, so
Oh, well, at least half of you will be glued. The other half, no clue.
Yeah, it's
I don't know, you're a necromancer, you can figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
Alright, well, first things first, let's talk about the nature of your starfish ancestry.
Yes. You see, it all started 2,000 years ago.
I was taking notes.
Excuse me, plagiarism.
It all started about 2,000 years ago. There was a starfish. That's all I got.
Okay, understandable. Yeah, so this is about all we have to work with tonight. I got you some rat milk and a canned crab so I hope that'll be all right.
Yeah,
Feel free
that
to
should be good.
have however much you feel is appropriate. I'm not
I
having it.
suppose I could indulge myself in rat milk. A couple sips wouldn't hurt.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
locally sourced.
Locally sourced? I was wondering why it tastes like shit.
Oh, I worked hard on it.
Could have worked
All right,
harder.
well,
Do better.
I honestly could have. Well, start things off. What got you into the VTuber scene? What started this whole thing?
I'm glad you asked. You see,
Ooh.
people ask me this very often. I've been asked this multiple times, and I have a little bit of a story. So,
All right.
it all started about 3-ish years ago, about 3.5 years ago when I was in college, and I discovered Kizuna Eye for the first time, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I really wanted to do something like it. But I had absolutely no idea how to go about doing it. I thought that I needed like full body tracking and an expensive model, and I think I devised some stupid way in my mind because I thought I could somehow get myself a model and then use like my Xbox 360 Connect with like Miku Miku Dance in some type of room that I would somehow get. But it was like I had never streamed or anything before. It was just something I was considering doing. And then I just kind of put it on the back burner when I started watching more Kizuna Eye. I thought like NGL, the concept is neat, but a lot of VTubers who are coming out kind of boring. And then HoloLive came out, and I was like, wait a minute, this stuff can be like this can actually be good.
This can be a career?
Wait a minute. It can this can actually be entertaining for longer than 2 seconds? Uh so I discovered HoloLive and I got into VTubing from there, and I thought, oh, so a lot of this stuff is actually quite good. And then I was like really interested in just the technology and how to pull it off, and I was really, really interested in learning how to do it myself. But you know, I had no idea how to go about doing it. I didn't know how like face tracking worked. I didn't know how Live 2D worked. I didn't know anything about any of the applications that people use for face tracking, the technology that went into it, but I was interested in learning about it. And one of the things that freaked me out about VTubing at first was the fact that a lot of early early VTubers didn't acknowledge the fact that they were like a real person behind the screen. You kind of knew, but you didn't really like they didn't really acknowledge it. Like there was a clear separation between the character and the portrayal or and the person portraying them. And something about that didn't really sit well with me. So I think one of the reasons why I also wanted to do it was to just kind of get over it a bit and experience it for myself a little bit to kind of demystify it because I was curious about it, but I didn't know a whole lot about it, and a lot of the what I didn't know freaked me out. And the more I explored it, one thing led to another. I graduated from college, bought a really nice PC, started learning more about it, and started streaming, started making content, and started having a lot of fun with it. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna be like a big male VTuber because I don't see a whole lot of male VTubers who are popular. And then I joined Twitter, and then I find out everybody and their grandma wants to be a VTuber, and I was too late to jump on the train while it was still getting popular. So
Oh yeah, that seems to be a lot of people's experience. I think a lot of people start with
my
Kizuna
theory.
Eye, and if not Kizuna Eye, it's one of the HoloLive members, like for sure.
Yeah.
And when Kizuna Eye was the thing, I sort of had a similar thought, like, oh man, I could probably do that as well. But I was like, what, 15? I don't have money. Well, anywho, that's actually gonna move us into the next part of this, which is my surprise that I had kind of set off to the side here. My game show scene, Melty Super Cool and Totally Original Talk Show, is actually part game show as well.
Whoa!
Whoa! We are going to be looking at DALL-E prompts, and you're going to try to figure out what the prompt was off of just the images, and you get one call a friend phone line. And since we're on limited time, we are just going to hop right into it. So, here we are! What is this an image of? This one's the gimme. I believe in you.
I'm going to say South Park characters burning in hell.
That might be too specific. This is going to be...
South Park
tangentially related to Shasum.
Tangentially related to what?
Shasum, Shattered Summer.
Oh. Oh, Kenny burning in hell. Kenny
You know, it's close
burning.
enough. I'll give it to you. It's Kenny on fire.
Kenny on fire. No. Got it.
All right, perfect. Which brings us to our next scene.
What do I win?
The prize scene.
Oh, nothing.
Well, no, I haven't shown prize number 1 yet. So prize number 1 is Unknown Package 44220 on Steam.
Whoa!
Congratulations! Unknown Package 44220 is a game I used to own on Steam, but it's been on Steam so long and been removed, Steam doesn't even know what it is anymore. Neither do I. Hopefully it's good. We'll figure out later.
I hope so.
And then back to the interview scene. Yes.
Yes.
And then that's just going to be the pattern we're going through. Let me change this to pricing. There we go.
Perfect.
Okay. So yeah, we're just going to be kind of hopping back and forth. It's going to be great. And this little phone on my desk is going to kind of represent your phone a friend if it disappears you've used it.
Awesome.
So, question number 2. Are there any talents or interests that you want to talk about? Anything that sets you apart?
What sets me apart?
Yes.
I'm a professional tuba player.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. Like, actually.
Well, I don't believe I can bother you to go get a tuba. That's kind of cumbersome.
I've played in many orchestras and many ensembles. I've had many interesting experiences playing this instrument, including one experience where I went on tour with an orchestra in California, and I did something very dumb. On this tour, I decided against my better judgment, I poked a rattlesnake with a stick. This is a real thing I did. I'm not joking.
How do we get on this from tubas?
Well, you see, if you're interested in the story, my orchestra that I was in went on a tour in California, and we were in the, south of California, close to the border, and we had to play a church gig in the middle of the desert. And I'm helping set up the truck, and I'm bringing a lot of the big percussion equipment from off of the truck inside to the venue where we're gonna play at. And all of a sudden, I noticed some of my fellow orchestra members standing to the side of the parking lot, and they're looking at something. And I'm like, "Hey, what you looking at?" And they're like, "There's something out there." And I'm like, "What's out there?" And they're like, "We think it's a snake." And I'm like, "No, there's no way that's a snake." And they were like, "No, we think it's a snake." And I'm like, "I'll prove it." So I pick up a stick in case it is a snake, and sure enough, I poke it. It was a western diamondback rattlesnake, and it shook its rattle at me, and before it could react after I poked it, I heard it rattle and hiss, and I ran the heck away from there.
Yes, absolutely. That's what you should do. Local to this area as well, but I haven't seen one. So I guess we're lucky that we're talking to a boy right now.
They are effing scary, man. Don't poke snakes with sticks. That's what I learned.
Yeah, I think we can all take that one to heart. But we're going to go back to the game show scene real quick.
Oh, boy.
And we're going to go on to prompt number 2. Can you figure out what the heck this is an image of?
I'm going to say Naomi fighting in World War II.
It's not specifically Naomi, but you are pretty much right on the money. It's a Minotaur in World War II.
Oh, let's go.
Which means
the last one was about Kenny, Shattered Summer related. I thought there might be a theme.
I think one of them is Shattered Summer. I think one. I forget which ones I even set up. Which brings you to prize number 2. Prize number 2 being Placid Plastic Duck Simulator.
Yo, I can stream this.
Hell yeah, you just watch a rubber duck just float in various bodies of water.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's the game.
Game of the year.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm really showing up with all the great prizes today. Okay, so my next prompt might be a pretty heavy prompt. but we're gonna see how it goes. How do you feel about VTuber culture? Your favorite and least favorite aspects of it?
Favorite part of VTuber culture is just all of the fantastic characters that people come up with. It's really nice, and it's really great to see the fact that people get to finally roleplay as their OCs, and people, like, seem to be a lot more accepting of it. So that's fun. That's probably my favorite part about VTuber culture. My least favorite part about VTuber culture is probably VTuber Twitter. It's awful. I don't recommend it.
Oh my
Stay away from it.
god!
It's like, every once in a while you find these diamond in the rough Twitter threads that are really great, but 90% of the time it's like treading water, except the body of water you are treading in is a dumpster, and instead of water, it's just shit. That's
Well,
that's
that's
VTuber Twitter.
I've got a river of shit right next to us. Being in a
Yes.
sewer and all that.
Oh my god, when did we get to VTuber Twitter? Holy cow!
That was the setting the whole time. You cracked the code.
I cracked the code. I got it.
Oh well, that was definitely a tangent. Perfect. We're doing awesome. But I think we gotta move on to the next question. In the game show scene. Okay, so item number 3. These aren't in any particular order, by the way. What do you think this is? This one's one of the harder ones.
Let's see. I see a rat. I see, who's that? Is that Scath?
It could be.
Is it Scath breaking the jukebox, or a rat breaking a jukebox?
Right on the money again. It is rat punches a jukebox, because I can't just put in scath and expect to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm very good at this game.
We'll see. No, I think actually that one would have been the hardest one. Oh, you might get the prize number 5. Well, what did you get for number 3? Well, prize number 3 is Garfield cards.
Let's go.
Let's go. Top tier prizes only here. Oh, we're halfway through it.
That's my favorite card. I like Garfield Kart more than Mario Kart.
For reals?
No.
Oh. It's like, oh, I thought I picked a banger. Alrighty, so next question. What's the one thing you haven't seen in the VTuber community yet that you wish someone would do?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I asked it.
It's really hard. That's a really hard question, because just when you think you've seen it all, and you find that one VTuber who just has this absolutely crazy model, or it's just an absolutely crazy concept. And one thing that I would like to see is a VTuber game show, like Pay Money Wubby, but like with VTubers. Which was actually something I was planning to do. But if somebody
You're
has
on
a
one right
preferred-
now.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I do this on my talk show, so I was
Hell
hoping.
yeah.
I haven't seen anything in his style specifically where he really goes all out in terms of he finds like a specific game to play, like an already existing game, rather than coming up with his own, like something you'd see on TV, like Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune. He had one where he did Cash Cab with people in his Discord server. So I would like to see stuff like that where people try to recreate actual game shows, but with VTubers.
I was thinking about it, but it's very hard to set up. That's for sure. That's the one barrier to entry on that one.
It really is.
All right. Well, we have like 3 minutes left, so we got to get the ball rolling here. Let's move on to question number 4. What is this?
Is it Cultist Centaur plays with My Little Pony?
Close enough, just minus the centaur bit. It's a cultist playing with My Little Ponies. Call back to last week's stream.
Yeah.
Which means you get prize number 4. They just keep getting in better and better. Wanking Simulator.
Yo, let's go! Wait, is this a real game?
It is a real game.
I don't think I can play this on stream, not on Twitch.
You absolutely can't. Not even close.
Gosh dang it.
That's for you. That's for you when you're alone.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we have.
I had to play Lawn Mowing Simulator in real life today. That wasn't fun.
In real life.
Yeah,
Damn.
I just had to mow the lawn.
How are the graphics?
The graphics were good. Touching grass, honestly, it's kind of mid. 6 out of 10. It's all right, but I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Yeah, I can't really recommend any real life activities, honestly. And I mean none of them.
What's your next question?
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up. So let's go to the game
we're just-
show scene. Yeah, we have like less than 2 minutes left, so we gotta, kind of get out the door.
18 minutes already, damn.
Yeah, it just flies by. So our final prompt. What is this?
Oh. Vampire. Ooh, this one's hard. I don't know if I'm gonna get this one. Vampire gangster rap music video.
I think I gotta give it to you for being over specific, but you kind of got the idea of it. It is Vampire Rap God.
Vampire Rap God.
Yeah, all these like prompts with people in them usually come out nightmarish, and this is one of the more tame ones that I was able to generate.
Yeah, it's usually not very good at generating people from like from nothing. You usually have to mention like a specific person.
Okay, which brings us to prize number 5, an actual real prize. Cult of the Lamb.
Wait,
came out just 2 days ago.
The other prizes were fake?
Oh no, you would have gotten them, but they're all exclusive. If you got, prize 3, you would only get prize 3, not 2 or 1.
Oh.
Unless you want Wanking Simulator instead of Cult of the Lamb, I won't stop you.
No, Cult of the Lamb is good. I'll stick with that.
Hell yeah!
I was just hoping to get all of them.
No, my my pockets are not that deep. So there we go. We have Cult of the Lamb as our top prize, which I'm just going to be playing gameplay in the background. Production value.
Oh, look at that!
Which brings us to the last 7 seconds. So, do you have any closing thoughts, and where can people find you, and what can they expect on your stream/page? Oh, there goes my alarm. Shut up, alarm.
Alright, so, final thoughts. Thank you for having me on. If you guys want to check me out on Twitch, you can find me at twitch.tv/tensionnecroprancer. I stream all kinds of silly games, included modded game playthroughs of all kinds of stuff. And I also have my own VTuber interview show called Death Interviews, where I ask insanely stupid questions that my interview guests are not prepared for whatsoever. It's really dumb. If you vibe with any of that stuff, go check me out. Once again, twitch.tv/tensionnecroprancer. And I'm out. Thank you for hanging out with me.
All right, perfect. And that concludes the first and only and last episode of whatever this is called.
Melty Show.
Melty Show. Okay, I don't know how we're supposed to kind of transition out of this since... Okay, we'll just wrap things up. Okay, back to the main.
That was a smooth transition, I have to
What?
say. I'm jealous of such a smooth transition, personally.
What did we just witness?
I think we witnessed a great interview, personally.
That was
There
actually
some
really
interesting
exciting.
things. There were some hurtful allegations towards music equipment, but
Very
other
expensive
than that,
music equipment that we would not break.
we would never do that.
Mm-mm,
We would
mm-mm.
never do it. But thank you very much, Melty. Thank you very much. It was a Did you have fun?
Yeah. I
Are you
kind of had to
feeling
cram in
well?
the questions at the end there.
Feel a little bit
I was
overwhelmed?
planning to do
Vampire Rap
like
God,
3 minutes.
how dare you?
How dare I? What do you mean?
Oh, that's a compliment, Drew. That's
It is a
compliment.
compliment,
This
yes.
was not a compliment. They were making fun of me.
He's saying you got bars.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Oh my god. This is the preppy vampire for you, to be fair. This is what you know what I mean?
Who's
So
secretly
thank
a rap god, apparently.
yeah, it's thankless effort. Thankless effort. I think you did wonderfully, Melty. Wonderfully. And your choice
Thank
of
you.
venue, very close to my heart, you know?
Oh, it's where I live. I'm kind of like the protagonist from Gravity Rush, is hanging out in the sewer. Because, dude, rent is no.
Oh yeah.
I just
No,
want to know how much butter did they have to use to squeeze tension down there?
a lot of
That's a
butter.
question
A
for
lot of
tension.
some for me. Yeah.
Was the butter made from the rat milk?
Ooh, that's something I
Uh,
gotta try now.
I don't know.
The rat milk is not discussed.
You want to know? 20 full
Why did
stick.
you steal my origin story? That wasn't.
You know, identity theft is a crime. Okay.
It's just a
Anyway.
standard interview question.
Sorry, I apologize for earlier. That was wrong.
Okay. Well, I think we're moving on to the next interview. Thank you very much, Melty. I guess you can relax now and sit back and watch the competition. Next up, we have Drusilla, who will be interviewing the next person who I didn't forget which one it
Goose
was.
tank.
What's the
Goose
goose tank?
It was the goose tank! All right. Well, oh my goodness. Far be
All
it from me
right.
to keep the stage going. It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys.
All right, Scaz, we got this. All right, Drusilla, take it away. It is your turn.
Hello, ladies and
Hello.
ghouls.
Hello. How's it going?
Hello, ladies and ghouls, and welcome to episode 8 of Shattered Summer. I'm your deadly host, Drusilla, better known as Scylla the Killer. And we are here on this glorious night with Goose Tank. Their pronouns are he/him.
I'm very excited to be here. I am absolutely loving the decor. It was a little difficult to find the mansion. There was several unmarked roads. I had a couple of
Right.
had a couple of rats help me point out the way, and here I am. Your thralls didn't want to take my sword and shield though. Are they scared of those? I don't have very deft wings when it comes to my weaponry. It's more for show.
No, I would assume that they let you keep it because they want you to protect yourself.
I'm
I don't know
very-
why.
Yeah, totally. I don't know why.
Anyway, thank you so much for gracefully volunteering to be interviewed by yours truly. We are so pleased to have you here and also happy to hear all about you.
Well, as long as you keep me away from several ovens, I am perfectly fine with being interviewed. Anything with fire.
You think I need
anything
an
like that.
oven, right? Anyway.
All right. Anyway.
Now. Before we start, how are you feeling? Are you nervous at all?
I've been drinking alcohol this entire way here, so I've been doing pretty good. The moonshine wasn't that great. The vodka wasn't that great. So I just decided
Of
to break into
course.
the ale. Figured if I'm gonna be going to a vampires mansion, I might as well poison the blood. You know, gotta keep those thralls off me.
Well, you have nothing to worry about. You're not the one getting eliminated if you do not perform well. Am I right?
Yeah.
Now, why don't we start with an introduction? Feel some information about yourself. Where do you hail from?
Hi, I'm Goose. I come from the pond 3 miles away. I sit around most of my days. I do constant defense. Every now and then I'll go to this duck's church. There's a
Right.
church right across the pond. A duck owns it, and I just tear it up. I absolutely ruin it. I say hi to fellow rats every now and then. They live near the church, and
Oh
there's a
yes,
bear.
the plague rats, of course.
Yeah. Plague rats. They're pretty all right. They're all super cool. There's at least 1,000 of them. I don't know. It's very hard to keep track of 1,000 rats. And
Of
there's
course.
a bear that lives near my side of the pond. Really cool guy. He knows a lot about history for some reason.
Oh,
I
and where?
didn't know that.
Sorry, where did you say this church was? I'm writing it down on my map right now, so I can go
Oh,
check it out
the
later.
church. Okay, so the pond that's 3 miles to the east.
Right.
You'll see a very big, bright church. Has a cross that has ducks on it.
Oh yes, that will have to go later.
Yes,
Anyway,
yeah. Thank you. It would be very helpful.
now, so do you have any special talents? Like as a goose, can you turn into a creature or animate the dead? Smite thee with
Uh,
holy sword.
I can drive a tank,
You can drive a tank.
and I've been told I'm very intimidating. I don't even know how to pull out this sword. It's been stuck in the shield for ages.
Right. Do you need a license or to drive a tank?
No, no, no. It's they train you up and they say go ahead, just drive the tank. They don't even give you any like. I didn't even get any formal practice. Then they told me, oh, it's just like driving a car. I don't know how to
Really?
drive a car. I can't reach the pedals.
We'll talk after the show. I would also like to drive a tank.
Oh, don't worry. I can hook you up. It's parked right outside. We'll drive it around for a bit.
Plans then. So, that aside, how did you get here? Like, no, seriously, my door is locked. How did you get in here?
Uh, you see, I have very, very good ways of breaking down doors. You see, my tank.
My door!
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. You're gonna have to replace the door, by the way. I won't pay for it. The door is gone. Like
Okay.
splintered all over the floor. Your thralls are probably cleaning it up. I don't know. I shot it with the tank round, and it just popped. And that's how I got in.
Jokes aside, how did you get into VTubing?
Oh, how did I get into VTubing? You see, it all started back in, I think it was like a decade ago. Hatsune Miku got introduced. And from then on, I've been very obsessed with hologram stuff and whatnot.
Right,
and then,
of
and then,
course.
and then, like 7 years, I don't remember when Kizuna I came out. Much like much like everyone else that really gets into VTubing, it all started off. Oh, excuse me. With Kizuna I watched her streams for quite a while, and they were all a bunch of fun. And then Hololive came out.
Of course, Hololive. It seems like Hololive was a start for many VTubers.
Hololive is a start for like every VTuber. But I
Yeah.
absolutely love Hololive's work and everything that they do. But then I only really got into it like I only really got into VTubing last year because
Mhm.
one day my friends and I were just going across Twitch, looking at different VTubers, and then we saw Graka.
Oh yeah, it's Graka.
Yeah, that's how I met Graka. We just popped into her stream and we're like, "Yo, what's up?" And then I've been here ever since. And then one day I was like, "You know what? I don't do a lot outside of work, so I'm gonna do some VTubing." I only
It
ever
is
do
how
it
the
for fun.
choice goes, yes, of
Yeah,
course.
see,
Everyone gets
work
sucked in.
and then go home. That's how it always happens. I don't ever plan for it to be like my main my main source of income. I just kind of want to do it for fun. And
Yes, that's what
lately
a
I've been
lot of
taking
people do it for, yeah.
yeah for fun. And lately I've been getting into fishing games or games with fishing. Yesterday I played this game called Fishing Planet where I fished for an hour
Where
and a
you
half.
fish, right.
Yeah. That's literally all you do. You make your fishing rod and you fish. And luckily there was a pond nearby.
You have an obsession with ponds, I'm learning.
It's where I live. Much
As
like
you've said, yes. Alright, on to the next question.
All right, what you got?
Now, how or where did you hear about this beautiful competition known as Shattered Summer? Let's pretend that you were not one of the many volunteers that we kidnapped. How did you
Wait,
hear of us?
wait. People got kidnapped?
How did you hear of us?
Anyways, one day I was, doing my usual patrol, and I saw someone chasing after a letter that was flowing in the wind, and so
Oh
he got a
yes,
little
Harry
too close.
Potter.
Yeah, he got a little too close to my pond, so me and my geese chased him off. And when I opened up the letter, wow, I've been selected to run security over here at Shattered Summer. And so I was
I'm
like, oh my gosh.
I'm starting to think that letter was not for you.
It clearly said hello. I didn't read the name. It was kind of mud. It was kind of streaked with mud, so I couldn't know. I don't know if there was anything after it. But yeah, I was told I was selected to run security for Shattered Summer, and this entire time I've been trying to balance work and security,
Right.
and it's a lot.
Well, it's nice to have you here. So, next question. So this one's a bit off topic. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Ready for anything.
Now, if I were to take you on as one of my thralls, what sort of beverage would you bring me? Sparkling or still water?
You see, still water gets stagnant. You don't ever want to drink still water, because after a while it goes bad if it's not in a proper container. Sparkling water, when it comes to sparkling water, I'm not going to go to the easy choices like LaCroix or something like that. Now I'm gonna have my goose army march out to some spring on the other side of the world, and we'll get you some we'll get you some top tier spring water, and we'll bring it all the way back and carbonate it and whatnot, and bam, perfect, 100%
Guys.
pure sparkling water.
That's very admirable, but
And then
I'm
I'd
afraid
drop
I'm
some
going.
holy water in it, and then I'd splash it on you, so that I
Yes,
can
of
get rid of the
course.
thrall, so I can stop being a thrall, and then maybe escape. I don't know. Does
Well,
holy water
either
work on
way,
you?
I'm going to deduct points.
Oh, wait, I'm getting. Wait, I'm getting judged on this.
Yes, by me heavily. Anyway,
Oh no.
the real
I fear I've made a
answer, the
mistake.
right answer, would be neither, because I am a vampire. Therefore, you would bring me a B negative blood, because that is my favorite.
B negative. B negative. I don't know.
A B negative.
Oh, A B negative. Okay, I do know a duck that has A B negative blood. He runs they run a church. The one
Alright.
specifically across from my side of the pond.
Okay, and you are persuading me. This is working.
So instead of going after me, I have O negative blood. So I don't know if that fits your fancy, but there's a duck that has AB negative.
Anyway, next question. So, are you good with dealing with pressure in stressful situations? Like, if I
My
hover over you with an axe in my hand while I glare at you with malicious intent, are you gonna freak out or?
Well, that depends. Is there something behind this chair that I'm not seeing? Because if you hover over me like you're trying to butcher me and then eat me, I might get a little nervous. But to be entirely honest, I'm very, very good with stressful situations. My goose job
Important.
my goose job involves being put in several stressful situations for 12 hours a day. If it's
12 hours a day.
Yeah, 12 hours a day. Like, it can be anywhere from 5 to 7 days a week. That's just how the goose job goes.
Right.
So
Now, this may come as a surprise too, but I'm consider myself a bird enthusiast of sorts.
ooh, I love hearing about bird enthusiasts. I really only know about geese because I'm a goose. I haven't looked too
Right.
much into other birds, but what type of bird enthusiast are you? What's
Oh,
what's
of
your favorite
many
type of bird?
birds, and I'm not just saying this because I want to win, but I have a couple of like a list of facts that of geese, if I'm willing to
Ooh,
share.
throw them on me. Throw them on me. Throw those geese
Right.
facts on me. I'd love to hear about them.
So, did you know that geese they eat seeds, nuts, grass plants, berries? Oh, how they love blueberries!
I do love me a handful of blueberries.
Oh, and there is a geese can fly as fast as 40 miles per hour. I'm seeing.
Wait, wait. No one told me I could fly faster than what I've been flying. It's very hard to fly in this armor. Wait, none of my geese told me that if I take off this armor, I'll
How
fly
far?
faster.
How fast do you go normally?
Usually I fly up to the top of the tank, and then I get into the tank, and I'm winded by the time I land in the tank. This
Oh,
armor is very
let's
heavy
work
for
on
me.
our cardio a little bit, yeah.
I should probably start by taking off all of this armor if I want to try and
Mhm.
fly faster.
So finally, last fact, geese have predators like fox, raccoons, and even snapping turtles. Did you know that?
I've never come across a snapping turtle. I'm very aware of foxes, though.
Really?
Are, foxes are annoying. Every now and then they'll try to sneak on in, and it's just like, oh hey, there's a fox over there.
You've been to
But
many ponds, but you've never come across the snapping turtle.
you know, I don't see a lot of snapping turtles. I kind of go into the pond every now and then, go for a nice little swim, but I haven't really seen any snapping turtles. However, I will gladly go if I do find a snapping turtle in a different pond. I will gladly take pictures, and I will show you the picture of the snapping turtle, as long as I'm still alive by the end of this interview.
Right.
That
Anyway,
that that chuckle was ominous.
do you get a lot of recognition for the Untitled Goose Game? You get asked that a lot.
Oh, I Untitled Goose Game was actually my very first stream that I did.
Oh, really?
I did it as kind of a I did it as kind of a test stream to make sure my OBS was all set up. From what little I do actually know about OBS. But yeah, Untitled Goose Game, very first game that I streamed, and every now and then I'll go onto Twitch and I'll look around for people that are playing Untitled Goose Game and hop into their chat and start honking loudly.
I love that. I would love to have that. Maybe I'll go play the game at some point.
Ooh, you definitely should. It involves geese terrorizing people.
Yes, and peace was never an option.
Peace is never an option. It really isn't.
I'm starting to think we have a lot more in common than I thought.
Does this mean I get to live? Oh, sorry, I'm getting sandwich crumbs on this couch.
Yes, I see that.
I brought a sandwich on the way here. I figured I'd stop and get something to eat really quick. Would you like some?
No,
I have a
thank you.
cucumber,
I don't eat cucumbers.
even if it was dipped in blood. AB
Ew.
negative.
Just because it's dipped in blood does not mean it tastes any better. It's a cucumber.
Yeah, but it's dipped in blood. It's like dipping. It's like dipping chicken wings in ranch. You can taste the ranch and you can taste the chicken wing.
Whatever.
Delicious.
Now, what would you say that some of your greatest strengths and weaknesses are? Do you think you could take me on in a fight?
Absolutely. I could probably take you on in a fight for like 5 minutes, and then you'd start winning because I'm pretty sure you have a lot more up your sleeve than I do.
That was
However,
close, yes.
however, if I'm in my tank and we start like 1,000 feet apart, I'll have a chance.
Wait, so do you want to have a tank battle after this?
I have a tank. I
I
have
know.
several tanks.
Wait, you have several tanks, so can I borrow one and we can have a tank joust
Oh yeah,
after this?
absolutely.
I will love that. Absolutely.
Okay, I can't let you use the M6 though. I gotta kind of keep that for myself. But do you want to try out the Tiger 3? That one's a very fun tank.
I know nothing of tanks. I just want the one that's big.
Oh, you want the big tank? Okay, I'll give you the second biggest tank. The tank that I have is the biggest. That's the one parked right outside.
I want the biggest. I don't want second big.
Look. There's a specific reason why I have to have that tank. It's covered in geese camo. Like there's geese painted all over it.
You mean geese poop?
No. Geese, not geese poop. Like it's quite literally painted on there. Like whoever designed this camo, fantastic. They call it the Fall of Rome, and it just has geese painted on it.
Just
But,
the word geese.
No. Like the actual bird. Like yeah, like bird, like the geese bird.
Yeah, you've
all
lost
over the
me.
tank.
Anyway,
It's okay. I'll show you afterwards. I'll even, you know what? I'll gladly take the second biggest tank. You can go ahead and drive that one for our tank battle. I got you.
I'm sorry, I just lost my appetite for a second there.
You're welcome. AB negative blood right across the pond.
Can we take it to the church?
Say again. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. My helmet was.
I would like to take it to the church.
Oh,
the
yeah,
tank battle, tank jousting to the church. We go to the church, right?
Oh yeah, we'll absolutely go to the church. We can absolutely ruin the duck's day. He'll they'll have a great time cleaning up the mess.
See,
I'm a
ladies and
blood-
ghouls, you've heard it from here, as the goose does drive a tank.
Woo!
I believe that was a war cry.
That was me cheering. If my war cry is more of a, well, I don't know if I'm a. How loud will this echo? If I war cry in here,
Well, don't choke on your sandwich while you're doing it.
I will try not to. I will swallow the sandwich first. Okay.
You good? All right, go ahead and give it
Yeah.
a try.
All right. I'll give you my best war cry.
It was a mix of coughing. It was great. Yeah, let me add some points to your score now.
Yes.
You
Now
get
I
5
maybe won't
points.
die.
I don't
5
know how
points.
I don't know how much the points are worth, really. I don't have no idea how this is going to be judged either. So
Well, if it's judged by you, I'd kind of like to hope that I stay alive a little longer. You know, I've got great plans coming up at the end of October, so I can't exactly get turned into a thrall yet, because if I get turned into a thrall, I'll probably have to stay here forever.
all right, we're going to wrap things up here because it seems that I put my timer a little bit behind. But thank you so much, Goose Tank, for stopping by.
Thank you very much, Drusilla. It was fantastic. Fantastic for me to be here. I did have a bunch of fun with this interview. I will gladly not help clean up the destruction I caused to
Right.
your door.
And those of you in the audience, thank you so much for tuning in. And you can find our friend at twitch.tv/goose_tank.
Wait, there's an audience?
I hope so.
Wait, people have been watching us this whole time? Whoa, I see the cameras.
Do you have any parting words for our viewers? Thank you and good night!
Well, goddamn, that was another seamless transition. Amazing. Amazing.
That was fun. We should do that again.
Yeah, you have fun?
Yeah, I'm going to have a tank joust after this.
Yeah, we're gonna go down to the Ducks Church. It's gonna be great.
As long as it is a certain legal distance from the studio, we have no liability to what happens.
Don't worry, the studio is at least 3 miles away, I think.
We'll be able to see the
Okay.
fire from the distance. Don't worry,
Well,
it'll be quite a show.
legally speaking, I have to mention that we do not condone this. All right.
Legally
don't?
speaking, I condone this.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. You are a guest, but you are not affiliated. Wait.
Shattered
Never
Summer
mind.
has no affiliation with any church's destruction of any kind.
Exactly.
We
Exactly.
don't?
Not yet, unless you want to side.
Not yet.
Here. If you want
Look,
to side
unless
with me,
destroying the church is going to get us a budget, no, we don't.
It's all right.
Oh,
It's in
no.
Minecraft. Minecraft, everyone. Minecraft.
It's in
Oh,
Minecraft.
yeah.
It's all in Minecraft.
All in Minecraft.
Exactly.
Definitely in Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Anyways, would any of you like to sign up for the Goose Army while I'm still here? We kind of need.
I have my
volunteers.
own military actions going on at the moment, so I can't currently free myself up for that. So
I know several rats that would be willing to help you out if you want.
Oh, that's good. That's useful. That is very useful, actually. Well, you know what? We'll be in touch. We'll be in touch.
All right. I'll hit you up after the tank joust when Drusilla loses.
Oh, bring it on, you little bird.
Oh,
Okay.
it's going down.
My money's on a vampire.
Security. Okay. We don't have security.
He is a
The
security.
goose
Damn it.
is the security.
Shit. Okay. Anyway, let's move on to something more upbeat and less murdery. Hopefully.
Oh,
What do you
this is
think,
good.
Stevie?
This is great. This is wonderful.
Don't be
I'm
too
having fun.
certain. Don't be too
Oh
certain.
no.
I can't wait to watch this. Tank
Serenity now. Serenity now.
Serenity now. Okay, don't worry. We're good. We're good. Okay. Before anything gets too explodey or bloody or dead around here, we're gonna go on to Farin, and his interviewee is gonna be Marionette. Farin, are you ready to go for your talk show?
Yes, I am. I'm absolutely ready.
Okay, take it
Awesome.
away.
Well, Hello there, lovely people and worthy opponents. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to the first but hopefully not last episode of Ball Talk with me, fair and square. And what better way to inaugurate the show than to introduce you all to tonight's guest? After a quick trip to the attic, this magical bat cryptid has agreed to meet us for a nice chat. They are an amazing artist who's got a bit of a healthy interest in tieflings, I heard. So let's make some noise, but not too much, for our precious guest, Marionette. So, hello, how's it going?
How did I get inside this phone?
Well, I just have cameras everywhere, don't you worry.
Oh, oh, uh, hmm.
Well,
Okay.
welcome to Ball Talk. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here.
It is nice to be here. Thank you.
Now, of course, our audience already heard a little bit about you, but is there anything else you would like to add?
Uh, uh, hmm, hmm, uh,
That's
uh,
okay. Anything at all.
uh, I'm currently making a cult. Does anybody want to join?
I'm down for that. I love
Hell
cults.
yeah.
So, what's in it for me?
You know, protection and definitely maybe not being sacrificed.
Ooh,
Probably.
love protection, and I love not dying. So,
Yeah.
I'm just glad to be there. So, here at Ball Talk, every 3 or so questions, I'm going to be asking you some stuff regarding balls. Answer them, and by the end of the show, you shall have your very own Sporty Sprite for yourself.
Well, all right. Okay.
So, let's begin with our first ball question. So, if you were to drop a standard issue table tennis or ping pong ball from 30 centimeters, and that's 1 foot for those in the audience with a foot fetish, how high should it bounce?
uh, uh, I want to say maybe, maybe like a foot or so.
Hmm, well, you are very, very close. It's a little bit less than a foot, just
Oh,
about
okay.
25 centimeters from the ground. Well, then, let's continue. Now, you are a bat cryptid, ain't that right?
Yes.
How has your experience been inside those two communities, the bat VTuber community and the cryptid VTuber community?
Uh, it's been better in the bat community since I pass more of and with my bat attributes.
Hmm.
Cryptids haven't really been paying attention to me. It's probably because my head isn't a skull or anything. I've noticed that.
Yeah,
They
there are many
all,
VTubers out there with skull heads. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm not sure. Do I maybe I need to borrow a skull or something and put it on my. Does that work? Does it work that way? I don't know. But yeah, it's been really nice with the bat community. I have a lot of bat VTuber friends now. I'm hoping to make a little bat army at some point, probably.
Awesome. Does that have to do anything with the cult?
Uh, no, it's a separate thing.
Separate things. Very industrious. Yes. Speaking of industry, how would you describe your art style as an artist?
Oh, geez. God, I mean, when I first started drawing, I was very small. It was very cartoony, and then it devolved into, uh, not devolved, and evolved into, anime, like super, super, like, anime when I was middle school, high school. And I
Hmm.
feel like I'm, I am somewhere in like a nice in between now
Well, that's
where
good.
like I can either make something look super anime or a bit more stylized where I have a lot of friends that will see something and be like, "Hey, that's yours. That's definitely yours." So,
Well, I have to say, I stalked your Twitter for a little bit and your card website, and it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely.
you so much. I worked very hard on it.
Well, it shows. I have to say it shows. So it's time for our next ball question.
All right, love
So,
balls.
what ball sport was prohibited in the early 14th century by King Edward I because of the great noise in the city caused by, and I quote, hustling over large balls from which many evils may arise?
Uh, huh. See,
So, which sport could that be?
uh, I've been around a really long time. I don't think I ever met that guy. But if I had to make if I had to make a guess, I'd say something like rugby.
Hmm. Well, in a way, you are close because the sport that was banned was football. Sadly, we're talking about soccer here.
Oh, dang.
That's okay, let's continue. Now, as a member of the artist community, are there any other artists you look up to?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like
Let's hear about
definitely.
a few. Anyone you want to shout
Um,
out?
yeah, God, where I'm like trying to figure out where to start. One of my favorite artists that I look up to, who also incidentally I ended up turning into one of my like really good friends, is Persevore.
Mm,
They have a very, very just fantastic art style, and I looked up to them for a while. I commissioned them a couple times, and then we ended up talking, and then now we're friends. So it's still kind of surreal to me. um,
that's right. All
uh,
right.
think, and then another artist that I like super look up to is Zombie Guts. She
Ooh.
has an incredible horror art kind of like style that
Mm.
is very unique. It's I really want to save up and commission her someday, but like every time she's streaming, I try and like go and like crawl in and lurk.
Well, that's
it,
great.
yeah.
That's really, really good. I do dig a good horror aesthetic.
Yeah, Zombie Guts is good. I would definitely check her out.
And what about you? What does your arting process look like?
Chaos.
Nice, nice.
Just absolute chaos. Nothing ever makes sense. I usually have like 3 different sketch layers before I clean it up, and then I line a bunch of I line everything or clean up lines like separately so that everything is how I want it to be, but even then I usually erase at least 1,000 times before a
Well,
line
but
comes
it's
together.
organized chaos. That's good.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I have diagnosed obsessive compulsive disorder. So like
Mm.
I that is one of my things is that I organize everything by where I want it to be. So it is definitely an organized chaos, but I do always get people asking me, why do you have so many fucking layers?
Oh, well, if it works for you, that's great.
Yeah.
Now, of course, the name of our show is Ball Talk, but this one is not exactly a ball question. Let me
Okay.
ask you, so far, have you been having a ball? Or is this just a foul to you?
No, I've definitely been having a ball. It's been fun being in like a talk show kind of environment. It's first time, so I'm like just sitting here like vibrating excitedly.
That's amazing, thank you. Well, if this was a nice experience, then let me ask you, are there any awkward or negative commission stories or art stories that you would like to share with the audience?
Uh, let me think. I I've thankfully not had any negative experiences
Hmm.
or really awkward experiences, but like I mean I've had rude customers before or
Right.
You know, the kind of people who are just like, can I pay a little less for this? And I'm like, bro, I don't, do I look like a discount store? Like, I don't know, I don't know what to tell you, brother. Like, I'm literally a starving artist. I gotta make my pay somehow.
Well, yeah, this is your job.
Yeah, basically.
Mhm. Even if you enjoy it and you do it for the sake of art, well, you gotta get paid. It is effort and you deserve the reward.
Yeah, and I like to support and obviously encourage all artists in the same way where if somebody gets like trolled or harassed or something for their prices, I'm just like, I mean, if they're gonna complain, they can go find another artist. Like, you've been drawing for I don't know how many years. That's years of commitment and like, experience that you're putting into something. And
Precisely.
and it's like you can't just ask for a discount on like a life on like a, life made kind of thing. So I don't think I don't like people like that where they're like, I don't think it's worth this much. And it's just
Oh,
like,
of
well,
course.
you can go suck it.
Yeah, of course. You go ahead and say it. Yeah, of course. That's what they should do.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time for our next ball question.
All
If we were
right.
to scale down the solar system so the Earth would be the size of a pea and the Sun the size of a beach ball, Jupiter would be the size of which sports ball?
Hmm. That's a good question.
They're all good questions. I made
Man,
them.
very true. I want to say maybe a basketball.
Oh, no, sorry, I cannot give you that point.
Dang.
We're talking about much smaller, a golf ball. The Sun is just massive.
Oh wow! I thought Jupiter was massive. All right.
Mm-hmm. All right, all right. Let's continue. Let's continue. Now, as a fellow artist, I have to say that the art bots on Twitter are a bit of a plague, can you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
How
Yeah.
has that affected you?
Um, it doesn't affect me too much really anymore. It used to bother me. I think the only thing that really irritates me now is just that I just my number fluctuates really with like either like really big or really small numbers sometimes
Yeah,
because it's just the bots being cleaned out and I have to usually sit there and remind myself it's probably just bot accounts being cleared out. It's not that people think you suck or anything. So
of
um
course.
but I don't know. I really wish Twitter had a better way of handling accounts and everything so that there aren't so many bots all the time. Especially ones that like will send spam and hacking like stuff to users. I don't know. I really
Well,
think Twitter
yeah,
needs to get I think Twitter just needs to get their head in the game, honestly.
I have to agree. I absolutely agree. Now, would you say, as Marionette, that you are playing a character, or is what we see what we get? Or maybe is it a combination of both?
It's a combination of both. I want to be a little relatable because I know a lot of people have come into my streams and said that I am their comfort streamer or that
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I think I cried the first time I heard somebody say that I was their comfort streamer because
Honestly, same. Yeah.
yeah, it just feels nice. I mean, like, obviously I'm not gonna be like anybody's therapist or anything, but I want to be somebody that they can like come around and be like, comfy around and feel safe. So, but I mean, obviously I also do just play a little bit of a character. I mean, I'm a jester. I gotta be tricksy.
Yeah, of course. Gotta bring in that goblin energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next for time for our next bold question. In 1895, William J. Morgan invented the popular sport of mintonette. Ever heard of it?
No, I.
But how do we call it nowadays?
Mm,
It's a popular sport. It went by mintonette, but now, what could it be?
I'm gonna take wild guess and say baseball.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was volleyball.
Oh, dang.
Could you
I didn't
imagine
know
if we
that.
still call it mintonette?
I have never heard of that. That's really interesting, actually.
Just imagine if we had Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Mintonette. Wouldn't that be game of the year?
I would be a mouthful. That's that's for sure.
All right. Well, we are nearing the end of this interview, so tell me, please, is there a
Yes.
question you wish I would have asked you?
Uh, did you want any fruit snacks? Yeah,
Hmm.
that one.
Well, do you want any fruit snacks?
I would love some, please.
Well, sir, we only have ball questions now.
Ah,
So,
damn.
the human body sometimes comes with a pair of balls. Some
Yeah.
celestial bodies also come with their own pair.
Uh-huh.
There are two golf balls on the moon. Who left them there?
2 golf balls on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what's that spaceman's name? Armstrong,
Armstrong.
I think.
Well,
Was that his name? I'm gonna go with
yeah,
that.
there is a spaceman called
Yeah,
Armstrong,
him.
and there is
I'm gonna
also
go
a
with him.
biker called Armstrong that is related with balls, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, okay.
However, they were left there by Alan Shepard.
Oh, why? Why would you?
Different mission.
No, you
Different
should
mission.
leave perfectly good golf balls on the moon. Who's gonna use them there? No, you know.
I mean, maybe the moon people have started a golf club now. Who knows?
That's very true. We don't know anything about them.
We don't. We absolutely don't. All right then. So what's in store for you next? Is there anything exciting coming up or something recent you'd like to highlight?
Mm, I am trying to plan some things for October, especially for Halloween. Um, because Halloween is literally my favorite holiday and day of the ever.
Oh, I love
Um,
it.
uh, I'm that person who goes to the Spirit Halloween store and buys things for year round and not just for Halloween.
Oh yes, I love Spirit Halloween.
I'm I am that person. I buy Halloween things so I could decorate my home space for year round and I
Oh
keep
my
it
god,
round.
same. Same.
Awesome. I'm so glad I'm not alone in that.
It's
But
just so
yeah.
cool. Love the
Yeah,
aesthetic.
exactly. So, I'm trying to plan some like I want to maybe do a few or like maybe a couple of Twitch streams where I talk about like paranormal stuff or my like own ghost experiences or
Ooh.
something, or I want to do specific like so one of my redeems on my channel is I do a tarot card like
Mm-hmm.
reading. I just pull a tarot card from one of my decks because I have several.
Nice, nice.
um and I will
Well,
do it, and usually people say that is on the dot, and I'm thinking maybe for October I can do like full full readings for people. Maybe that would be something that it'd be fun. So yeah.
well, It was amazing to have you here, and I'd like to present you with your very own Spory Sprite. So treat your Spory Sprite well, and it will give you infinite gains.
Oh my god, it's adorable. I love it.
And I will send it to you on Discord. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
So, have a nice night.
Thank you. You too.
A nice time zone, I should say.
Yes, you too.
All right.
This is beautiful. I
That was
love
a nice little wholesome interview.
Thank
Very
you.
wholesome indeed.
Thank
Very
you.
wholesome. A little different than certain other interviews, but you know.
Quiet.
Well, I think we are ready for our final interview for the evening.
Oh yes.
Naomi finally decided to show up. I think I think they're getting everything ready to go, or is everything ready to go already? Or is there still are they
I
still
don't know.
hammering in all the nails and screwing in all the screws and
I think they're gathering random pieces of paper and creating a paper mache creation.
If they're
Bitter
not ready,
panic.
we could take our break, like a 15-minute break.
Oh, that is a good point. We usually have a break scheduled.
we usually do.
We usually do. Let me just get. I'm just gonna hear word back from the from the studio. What's our thoughts about going to break?
While we get things set up for the final interview.
Oh, I have been informed. Okay, so we're gonna do a shorter break than usual. Just a quick 5-minute break while we try and get things set up. We'll need to reserve our normal break for the judging portion. Okay, because today will be a difficult judging portion. Okay, so we'll be back in 5 minutes. Spooky, you here?
I'm here.
Okay, good, 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 good. Welcome back, guys.
Hello,
We
everyone.
hello. Okay, so we've sorted out our difficulties, and we are going to be moving forward with. I think this is the final interview for today, correct?
I do believe so. This will be the last interview for the evening.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, is our guest and our contestant prepared to go on?
Yeah, here we are.
Okay, excellent. And welcome in, Naomi. A late. What do you call it? Fashionably late.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
let's see you hit that stride.
so, what is it that they say? One of my favorite VTubers who goes live, their notification for going live is, "I'm not late, you are."
Exactly. Yeah. This is when from Lord of the Rings, Wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to, and so we'll see how it goes then. Okay.
Yes. All right. Alrighty, right. So, hello, Tam. How are you today?
I'm doing good, Naomi. How about you?
I'm doing, I mean, other than me arriving a little bit late, I mean, I'm having a pretty good day. Just, stomping around the old stomping grounds, trying to still find my, blacksmith master to teach me.
Seems about right.
Yeah, so I gotta ask. So, from what I've explored a little bit briefly with your timeline, you do a lot of D&D content, is that correct?
Yes, I actually just got back from a game earlier today.
Oh, cool. What got you into D&D?
Um, I think it was I went to an anime convention in a city a bit north of here, and there was this room where just a bunch of people were playing D&D, and one of the tables just let me watch, and
Mhm.
that kind of just got me interested in it. Is that I looked up a D&D meetup group in my area. I started going there, and I've just been hooked ever since.
Nice. Did you end up making a troll as your first character, or was it something different?
No, trolls are incredibly overpowered and not commonly PC races.
No. So what is your preferred race?
Uh, I do kind of hover towards monstrous races.
Yeah.
In past games, I have played a goblin.
Uh,
Usually, if not any of those though, then I'll tend to go human or maybe dwarf.
yeah. I've only ever gotten to play D&D once, and I think my character ended up being a elf druid. Of course, I only went to the one session, and that was my very, very first time ever playing D&D ever. Making a character sheet, trying to figure out the rules. I think we did volume 4. Not entirely sure. It was kind of hodgepodgey, or
Yeah, it can be tough your first time.
yeah,
I actually learned how to make character sheets by googling all the information I needed, and then making 8 different character sheets, all within quick succession of one another.
yeah.
And then years later, discovering that I completely butchered those rules, and none of them were playable.
Yeah. So I was mostly curious about this tweet I've got pulled up. It looks like you posted this on 20th of July, but you retweeted it. It's your pinned tweet. I was curious about it. It says, "You there? Did you know I make YouTube videos for Goblins of Elderstone? Want to join in? Like to get your name in my village and retweet for a Twitch/Twitter shout out." What's that all about?
So there is this video game being produced by a company known as Lost Goblin,
Mhm.
which is essentially Sim City,
Oh,
but all the people are goblins. So
oh,
the entire premise of the game is you're building a goblin village,
uh-huh.
and I have been following this game since essentially its first alpha release, and I
Wh-
have like 80 different videos on it on my
wh-
YouTube channel.
Yeah. So, oh, wait, when was the alpha release then? So it sounds like it's been quite a while.
I cannot actually remember.
So
Uh,
probably so long you can't remember.
yeah. Hang on. if I can pull up my playlist, when was the first video I made?
Yeah, yeah.
That was 2017.
Okay, awesome. That 2017. That's a long time.
Yeah.
It seems like a long time, actually, but it probably for some people it might not seem that long ago.
Oh yeah, it was at least that long ago.
Yeah.
Possibly older. I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm always curious about games like that because I mean the graphics look. I don't know if you've heard of Valheim, but it was a pretty big game just about a year or two ago now. It's got very similar graphics, it seems, for the models at least, that low poly, sort of low
Really,
resolution.
I thought Valheim was more like realistic-ish, like
You
maybe
think so?
slight cartoony.
Yeah.
I haven't seen too much of it, but it does kind of it doesn't seem as cartoony as Goblins.
No, I was just making the comparison from the models because the human models in Valheim are very similar in their resolution and the polys. It seemed like the environment itself, though,
Ah, okay,
you
yeah.
can't compare anything to that.
I don't think I've ever actually seen the human models. I've only seen like Steez, Julie, and Gabby play Valheim as their
Yeah.
characters inside the game.
Right, right, yeah. So, the only other thing I can think of to ask you, because I mean D&D, I feel like you could talk about that all day, but you'd probably lose me having only ever done it the one playthrough.
Quite potentially.
Yeah. So, what actually got you into VTubing is my next question.
To cut a long story short,
Mhm.
I was already I was already acting pretending to be a troll on the internet
Right.
for years now.
Yeah.
It all started on a Minecraft server, like before villagers were even a thing. I just
Ah.
decided I wanted to be a D&D style troll.
Uh-huh.
Before this was even I even played D&D regularly.
Right.
Yeah, I joined a server. Years later, joined a different server, met a bunch of people there, continued to play the troll persona even offline there.
Mhm.
Years later, I was watching Steve Hornsby's stream. He rated Graka's stream. They started talking to Graka. We became fast friends. She convinced me to like at least try the whole VTubing thing, and I've just kind of been dipping my toes in it ever since.
So really, indies kind of got you into it then?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Because
like
the go
I
ahead.
was a,
Sorry.
I was aware of figures like Zentrea before that,
Ah.
and I wasn't really aware that smaller scale VTubers were a thing. I
Ah.
think before Steez and Graph.
Yeah. Because I don't think VJojo in itself isn't even a super big VTubing agency itself at the time. At the very least, it was only up until Iron Mouse started breaking out on the scene. For me, at least, that anybody ever considered Vsojo to be an agency of its own comparable to Nijisanji or Hololive.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I don't know
I
if
don't
you're
even follow those other two to be honest.
yeah, they're pretty big. I watch another indie VTuber who does news on them very frequently, so and I'm trying to learn a little bit more about what it could be to do like news like that or even just get better with interviews honestly because Uh,
Yeah.
in in my real life, I'm actually a manager, so someday I'm gonna have to interview somebody.
I mean, hey, if
So
it works, right?
yeah, I mean this will be good practice, I think. So, is there anything else besides D&D that you do as far as hobbies?
I am a video editor as a result of
Oh,
me working on YouTube. I
all right,
made a majority of the videos for Shattered Summer here.
nice.
Uh, Not as many as I would have liked. There were a lot of ideas that came and went, but I just didn't have the time or resources to finish them, unfortunately. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and it
beyond that, it's
explains why you were judged for that 1 week episode of the editing. Then
yeah. Wait, no,
okay.
I was never a judge.
Oh, you weren't never a judge.
No,
Oh,
no, I was never. I would never judge this. This is my first
no.
time actually being on the stream.
Oh, I see. I see. See, yeah.
Yeah, so
Mm.
they didn't have enough people to interview, so they just kind of reached into the back office, grabbed whoever they could, and pulled me out.
Aha. So,
Yeah.
so I feel like most of us smaller content creators have to learn video editing at some point anyhow, because a lot of us aren't really big enough to hire anybody. Do you ever think you would sell your proficiency with editing to a bigger content creator?
Oh, absolutely. I am planning on it, but
Mhm.
I am the kind of troll who gets stuck in situations where I want to do this thing, but first I need to do this other thing, and in order to
Right.
do that, I need to do this other thing. Then first I need to do this other thing, and it's just this long change of things I need to do before I can get to the thing I actually want to do.
Yeah.
And right now I'm stuck in that where I need to finish this current video project that I'm working on that
Right.
I haven't touched in like 3 weeks in order to actually start showing my video editing skills.
Yeah, and it's like you get stuck in this endless cycle of, oh, I got to do this thing. Oh, wait, but if I'm in the middle of this thing and I got to go back to this thing, and you're just like, no, I got to finish this real quick first, and it's just like an endless cycle of I need to do this, get this done, and it feels like you're never finished with the project.
That exact situation is exactly why it took me 10 years to start my Minecraft Let's Play. That game only
Yeah.
lasted 7 episodes.
So then with the YouTube, so do you also do any live streaming or is it just pre-recorded stuff?
Mostly pre-recorded. I have live
Uh-huh.
streamed here on Twitch on and off.
Yeah.
It's not really a huge thing. Don't like get a lot of audiences, but I just try and play it by ear. Do
Yeah.
do what I can when I can. I
Yeah.
think I definitely lean towards the YouTube stuff, though. It gives me a
Yeah.
lot more time to prepare.
And that's what I've found a little bit too, because now that I've learned to, prior to doing the Shattered Summer stuff myself, I've actually decided to teach myself to video edit. And I've been video editing for maybe 4 or 5 months myself now, and doing my live stream on the side. And I always end up asking myself, is live streaming even worth it? Like, I just hit affiliate, or some things like that, but it's like you, even if you hit the affiliate and you still don't see that growth, you start to question yourself. And I think after becoming a video editor, for sure, it's you can dedicate more time to it and not
Yeah.
have to worry about entertaining people live. So
My
it's I think it depends upon personal preference.
my personal advice to that, to putting all this time and effort into something and not seeing any return to it,
Mhm.
as someone who made like 80 episodes ish of XCOM 2 because I completely forgot about the plot and just rambled on for like 20 episodes there. All many of which have 0 views to this day.
Mhm.
Don't do it if you don't want to do it.
Mhm.
If you want to do it, then just do it. And
Right.
don't care about who shows up. If
Yeah.
you're having fun with it, then that's all that matters.
That's I don't know if you know who Aethelston is, but it's another indie VTuber that I know of who has that same philosophy. Like, he says if you're in this to make money, solely in it for the money, don't even bother. You should just leave, is what he said. This is him. I'm quoting him. This is not me saying it, guys. So don't take my words
Oh yeah.
for to heart. But he literally had said, and I quote, "If you're in it for the money, you can just walk out. Please leave. Do not." And he's like, "I just started off doing this for fun. At this beginning, I only had 4 viewers, and suddenly I ended up blowing up, and I'm still in it to have fun." And regardless of whether you stream or whether you do YouTube videos, I think if you're having fun with it, then that's all that matters,
Oh
for
yeah, for
sure.
sure. I,
Yeah.
I nobody was watching those XCOM videos, but I made them anyways because I had fun playing them.
Yeah.
Even if it did take me a lot longer to finish the game than it normally would have if I just had kept playing on my own.
Yeah, yeah. But if you ended up getting, like, let's say tomorrow you ended up waking up and you had 1 million subscribers, what would be the first thing you'd do?
Panic would be the first thing I would do.
Yeah?
After that, I would probably need to start scheduling my life so that I'm actually producing videos on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Ever since the whole Big C happened, y'all know
Mhm.
what I'm talking about. Ever since that happened, maybe even a little bit before that, but my like editing, video making schedule has just been in the pits. I have not been releasing videos on the regular. I think my last one was like a month ago or something.
Yeah, and for me, the big C did not affect my stream schedule, but switching to jobs did. And I think regardless of whether or not you are taken out by the big C or switching jobs, if anything in your life changes, you can definitely expect to have to make a readjustment. And
Oh yeah.
for a
What's
lot of
funny?
us, go ahead.
What's funny is my personal life wasn't changed at all. Like
Yeah.
I was doing all this stuff anyways. It's just that my life suddenly became extreme measures, and
Hmm.
it still somehow hit me. Like
Yeah.
somehow it was still hitting me hard and making me change everything.
Yeah.
The real big kicker was when my sister and her kids moved in with us for
Ah.
like better security. And
Yeah.
yeah, when you have screaming and stomping like 2-year-olds upstairs, you don't really get a lot of time to record.
Or if you're one of those people who wants to keep their online life separate from their in real life
Oh,
situations too,
definitely.
it would definitely make it way more challenging. So,
My parents
but
have like a tangential idea of who I am online, but
yeah.
they don't like explore it or anything at all.
Same with my dad. I was telling him about my video editing fun side because all I do is make clips for fun for like other indie VTubers and not anything like huge. And he's like, "Oh, I'd be interested in watching those." I'm like, Dad, I don't think you would get it because my dad is like 52 and he understands the concept. He's just not my
Oh
dad's a
yeah.
little weird, so
I would actually be distraught to learn that my mother uh regularly read my Twitter, because my
yeah.
Twitter has stuff that my mother does
Oh,
not need to see on it.
same for my grandma because she started freaking out even about the littlest thing on Facebook. But then again, Facebook is Facebook, so it shares everything with everyone basically. And she was like, "You shouldn't be that kind of stuff on the Facebook." And I'm like, "Grandma, you shouldn't be able to see it to begin with." So I'm glad to have that kind of anonymity when it comes with VTubing, so I can be more true to myself, but also my family can't see that.
Yeah, yeah. On the one
So
hand, it's great that my family knows next to nothing about my online life. On the other hand, they're all completely meme illiterate. I could send them it's free real estate meme, and they won't know anything about what I'm doing.
Yeah, the thing is my dad understands a little bit of that, but especially like the Zoomer humor, and ironically enough, I do have Zoomer siblings. So for Zoomer humor, he doesn't get as much as millennial humor, so if that tells you anything.
Pretty much. Yeah.
But is it other than that, I think do you have any other hobbies outside of the D&D and video editing that you're interested in sharing? Willing to share?
Nothing super active.
Hmm.
I've always been really interested in like biology or speculative biology. Like
Ah.
some of my favorite YouTube videos are those videos where they like make up a planet and then make up the aliens that evolve on that, and the
Mm.
whole troll species thing that I made is my own personal speculative biology project on that.
Mm.
Biology as a whole is just a thing for it. Just a thing for me. I was going to school for it, but due to reasons, had to drop out of that,
Mm.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
And hopefully can go back to that one day, because I would really like to pursue biology as a profession. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, have you ever considered watching a VTuber who does sciencey content?
Don't think so.
No?
A lot of VTubers are like a situation where I'll come in, sit, watch for like 30 minutes, and then get bored and just lurk for a while I like load up something else.
Do your own thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was gonna suggest Hiroshi, Miraski Hiroshi, who is the sensei. He does a lot of science stuff on his streams. Good for
I don't
background
think I know.
stuff, actually.
Yeah, don't think I've heard of them.
Yeah, no, definitely good to listen to in the background. He's got a very soft voice. He loves teaching others, and not only that, he's also a graphic artist.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
may have to check them out
Yeah. But no, I don't think I have any other questions at this time. So I definitely appreciate you taking the time to talk with me.
then. Yes, it was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully everything works out for you and you get to your goals, whatever they may be.
Yeah, same to you. Maybe
Hey.
someday you'll be able to make that metal sword,
Someday.
or horseshoe, or
Anything
nail.
with metal, honestly.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Hopefully
Look,
I'll burn
if
myself
nothing else,
nothing.
just just grab some scrap metal, put it in a pot, heat it up a lot, and then just like make
hope for the
some
best.
make some kind of cast out of clay and pour it in. You know,
Yeah,
you
just
got to do this like old school Transformers style, where it's like
yeah.
die cast construction. It's all just poured in.
So it's just like glass, but metal.
Yeah. You don't hit anything, you don't taper anything, you just pour the liquid in, let it solidify, and you're done.
Sounds good. Well, I'll have to experiment, but you know, I'm always so nervous around molten lava and metal and things like that. That's probably why I haven't experimented by myself.
Yeah.
All
I mean,
right.
I know that stuff's hot, but you know when you got like bubbling, boiling metal splatting around, you might want to put on a shirt.
Well, that's why I wear an apron.
Yeah,
Everybody
pretty
else
much.
should too. All right. Sure. So the hosts. Well, yeah.
So,
All right.
right,
Well,
yeah.
I think we're done. So the host want to take over.
Bit of an
So
awkward
we don't.
ending there, but all right.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was trying to avoid.
Scath, get in here.
Guys,
What's happening?
hi. Make it less awkward.
Hi. Well, another successful smooth transition. I
Yes,
must say.
delightful.
Oh my God, they've all been fantastic.
Yes,
And
yes, Gav, go on in and just make it less awkward.
that's my
He
main
comes
thing. I
in
make
screaming.
everything less awkward. Oh my God, the hiccups. Okay, well, speaking of smooth transitions, we're going to be going to a 15-minute break for judging at this time.
Yep.
Yeah, and that means
Okay.
and that means that you guys as well at home need to vote too during the break. So please do. All right. Okay, I'm ready now. Let's do it. Oh
We
my
are
God.
back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we're back.
After much deliberation from our judges behind the scenes,
Oh yes.
we have
Much
the final
deliberation.
score. Much deliberation.
Oh my God, we have a final score, and it's been interesting this week. It's been interesting. Now it feels like, oh my God, it feels like forever since we've had an elimination week. So the judges had a lot to think about. Let's hear some of their comments before we go any further. I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who should we hear from first?
Let us see. Who are our judges again? Who are these people?
Oh my God,
I'm
spooky.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I actually want to hear from our guest host, Mephisto.
Oh,
Or not host, judge. God.
judge. Host is our job. Judge. Yes. Let's hear from Mephisto. Oh, do it by contender. I'm dumb. All right, let's hear from Mephisto about Melty. Let's bring in Melty. Melty, come in here.
Hi, that's me.
That's the one. Okay, so Mephisto, do you have any comments for Melty? Like, what did you think they did well this week?
Hello. Yes. So I really liked your custom scene. I really liked the snacks. Gotta respect that canned crab.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Um, as far as criticism goes, um I thought that your personality was a little bit more subdued than the other contenders. Um, I do think you still shone through, and I loved your sense of humor. The game show segment was fun. Um, Dolly is always interesting to see their generations.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that everything?
That's about it. I had
Excellent
a good
feedback.
time.
Excellent feedback.
Wonderful.
All we can
Wonderful.
ask for.
Yeah. Good feedback. Good feedback. All right. Well, let's hear from the gymnastic people. Let's start with I don't know who should we start with.
Should we start with the one who's doing all the heavy lifting,
You
Shiloh?
know what? Let's go with Shiloh. Yeah.
All right. Well, I greatly enjoyed watching you. The amount of charisma and just your general character was a lot of fun to watch. I would have to agree with Mephisto, though. I do wish we saw a little more energy, especially when compared to the other contestants. That being said, I love the idea of using Dolly for a game show, especially considering the prompts were calling back to previous sessions. I thought that was a lot of fun, very clever.
Alrighty. I'm operating on 2 hours of sleep, by the way, so.
Oh, I understand completely.
What is this sleep you speak of?
Sleep? VTubers don't need sleep. Come on.
Just take your gamer juice and get back to work.
Delicious gamer juice.
It's a
All
problem.
right.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Not sponsored by Advanced GG.
All right. Well, that will bring us on to Grim. Grim, do you have any comments for Melty?
I do, in fact. I was like laughing my rear off, as it were, for most of your performance. You were very, very funny, and uh, seeing as I've been present for more of the past competitions, I personally did not think that your personality was too subdued because I've gotten to know you over longer periods of time. But yeah, it was just very funny, and seeing throwbacks to past sessions, especially Kenny. Um, you started out with a bang, that's for sure. So good job.
Yeah, with this one around, I kind of figured since it's a talk show, like I'm not supposed to be the star of the show, so I just kind of gave up the spotlight to the guest, which I presumed was the idea. So kind of creating conversation that they can bounce off of rather than putting the spotlight on myself, because that's not really that's the point of having the talk show. Then
That was something I noticed and thought and like really appreciated.
perfecto, hooray!
there were prizes involved and everything. That was a very interesting interview, I gotta
Yeah,
say.
I was very concerned about getting Marionette. Her last activity is cult of the lamb for 6 hours. Oh no. Oh no.
And I gotta say, Melto went all in, especially with the throwing out gifts during the interview.
Yeah,
That was that was
four
very.
crappy prizes and one actually good one at the end.
Well, thank you so much, Melto.
I actually just
Let's
sent some echo
see.
there.
Next, are we ready to go on to our next contestant, which is Drusilla? Now,
Oh yeah.
hosts, judges, what do you have for Drusilla? Starting with, Scath, who should we start with this time?
Well, let's go back to front this time. What do
Or
you
should we,
think, Grim?
or should we spin the wheel?
No, we're not spinning the wheel. Grim, give us your thoughts.
Oh, sorry, I went to grab headphones. Hello.
Hello.
Drusilla, your energy was amazing as always. It was very entertaining.
Thank
I was a
you.
little concerned you were actually going to commit murder during this session,
No,
but
not at
that's
all.
nothing new. But you were very funny. You and Goose had very good energy bouncing off of each other. It was a joy to watch.
Yeah, strangely good chemistry. Was that it?
Yep, sorry.
Oh God, radio
That's
silence.
alright. Next.
So abrupt there, Grim. That's fine.
I know it's happened. It's just that type of night. I blame the wheel. Okay.
Honestly,
Indeed.
this was another week where I don't really have a ton of feedback for contestants.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
it's definitely a wacky week. Like it's kind of hard to judge based off of interview
Right, it
skills.
just means that we're perfect.
It just
Fair,
means
fair,
absolute
fair.
perfection is what it is.
Indeed.
All right, folks, we are go. All right, Marionette, it's your turn. Do you think? Do you judge think?
I'm gonna make a very
That's
loud
not
noise.
Mary.
Wait,
I'm gonna make a
what?
very loud
Huh?
noise in a moment. Oh wait, yeah, it's not Mary. Mary's a guest. Do you mean do you mean
What am
Mephisto?
I
You
looking
mean
at?
Effie?
What am I reading right
Mephisto.
now?
Hmm?
Oh my god. One cryptid person is like another weird cryptid person. Oh my goodness. Oh my
Nah.
Come
goodness.
on.
Oh my
Shall I
goodness.
go next?
Attention from the script.
Please
Let's
do.
just
Please.
Please
get this over.
do.
Okay. Well, I thought that you had a very strong character. I think that your personality really shined through in your interviews. I did think that your questions could have had maybe a little more variety. They seemed a bit standardized to me, but I think in general you had a very good back and forth with Goose.
Mm-hmm.
You had very good feedback on his replies.
I would probably say that's because Goose and I have been only interviewed before. So I would not say I would come up with very great questions. However, I did quite enjoy doing that. I loved asking other people questions. I might do more of this.
We'll have to find you some more people to interview.
They keep running away. I don't know why.
Yes, willing
I have no idea
participant.
why.
I can only assume. You know?
Thank you for the feedback.
Of course.
But wonderful, wonderful feedback. And last but not least, let's wait. Who did we started with? Oh, we started with Grib. So it is Shiloh. Shiloh.
Howdy. I've been
Hi.
here the whole time.
Sorry, my brain went.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know
no
what's
problem.
happening. We're losing our minds right now.
I understand completely. I greatly enjoyed the character. You played just an amazing character. Oh god, the wheel's getting to me. Hold on.
I'm telling you, everyone has the wheel.
All right. Jokes aside, though, you did a great job in terms of performances. I really enjoyed the energy you had back and forth with Goose. That reminds me, I should probably go try Goose again for a while. It's been a long time, not many geese around here. Not much for a fox to feed on. Anyway, the one thing I would say is I wish we could have seen your background, but that was just a bit technical difficulty, so I don't
I
hold
do
that against you.
apologize for that.
No
No,
problem.
do hold that all against me.
No, you did a wonderful job, though. Loved the energy, loved the back and forth. If you have any casualties during the tank war, let me know. I'll come to pick them up.
Right, in Minecraft.
Of course, in Minecraft.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Excellent feedback for our resident vampire queen herself. All right, next we're
That's
gonna go
right.
on to who's next? I'm sorry,
That would be Farron.
Farron. Farron, God, I'm just not
Welcome in,
together.
Farron.
Jesus
Welcome
Christ.
in.
Good to be back. Good to be here.
Okay, did you have fun?
I
Did you
had
have
lots
fun?
of fun.
Well,
Did you
let's
enjoy
see.
listening all about
Well,
balls today?
I mean, I enjoy it all the time, but let's hear
Awesome.
what our judges thought. Okay, Shiloh, why don't you bring us your thoughts? Bring us your thoughts on Farron.
First of all, I loved your backdrop. I love the little details with the phone, the scrolling text, the animation with your reactive. It was all wonderful.
Thank
I,
you.
I can't actually that I wanted to critique. I just think you did a great job, especially with just presentation, personality, the balls, of course.
The balls.
Cannot get
Can't
enough of the
forget the
balls.
balls.
Of
Yep.
course.
Yep.
Just wonderful job.
Thank you.
And then we'll go to Grim. I think
Yeah,
we'll go to
yeah, I think
Grim.
he's gonna go to
Grim,
Sarah.
can you tell us your thoughts?
I can't tell you my thoughts.
Let's hear your thoughts.
I don't
Yes.
think
tell
your,
us
I
your
don't think your
thoughts.
thoughts. I don't think your thoughts are safe for work right now.
Please,
Oh no.
your thoughts.
Before I give my actual feedback, I have one thing to say.
Yes.
Balls.
Balls.
That said, you were very funny. Your energy was fantastic. You were very creative with both your layouts and also with your questions and your just your vibes in general. When we were talking over judging, it was brought up that we all really loved the iPhone with the bathroom behind it for your interview setup.
Well, of
It's very
course.
funny. Um, and just overall, fantastic job.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful stuff. Have we heard from Mephisto yet?
No, we have not. No, we have not.
No, you have not.
Mephisto, bring us your
Mephisto.
thoughts.
Yes. So, Farron, I thought you had a really great sense of humor. You had great energy. Your questions were good. I think you did a very good job working around your interviewee. I I just think you did a great job. I don't really have any criticism.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, that was
Oh,
short but sweet. Thank you very much.
it
Okay.
has been very short and sweet when it comes to the feedback tonight.
Oh yes, it's good. It's good vibes. Good vibes all round. Okay, and onwards to Naomi. Naomi.
Naomi.
Yeah, we're gonna
Hello.
hear some judge feedback for Naomi. Um,
No.
yeah, we're going sort of sort of randomly in order from the judges. So this time we're gonna go with Mephisto first. Mephisto, please, your vibes, your thoughts.
Me first again. All right. So Naomi, I think you did a very good job with your interview. I liked that you asked some very personal questions.
Mhm.
You really had your interviewee in mind.
Mhm.
Um, my criticism is mostly that you were very, very late,
Yeah.
which I'm sure you're not surprised to hear.
No.
But I think that even despite that, you did a very good job with taking the interview into your hands, and I think you had great energy. I think you had great synergy with your interviewee, and I was very engaged the whole time.
I'm very glad that you said that because I did mention I've never interviewed anybody, despite in real life being a manager. So, it's good for practice, and
Yeah,
it was very fun, actually.
I believe you'll do well.
Yeah, thank you. Before we go on to the other judges, do you guys also have comments about me being late? Because I'd like to get those out of the way as well.
Not really that I could think of. I didn't really want to focus on it when I was giving my critique.
Yeah, because I'm just like I'd rather get that out of the way immediately.
Well. I guess let's hear from the other judges on their thoughts and feedback as well. Shiloh, you want to go first?
Sure. I really enjoyed the interview that you had with Cam. I think the energy was just very relaxed, very chill. Reminded me a lot of podcasts in a good way. I am not too concerned with your lateness because I do think that you pulled it together very quickly and the personal questions that you asked, like Methy said, really hit the mark with your interviewee. Just an overall very good job.
Thank you. I am nodding. You cannot see it, but I am very much nodding. Thanks. I have no comments.
Grim, it is your turn. What do you have to say for Naomi?
Um, I think that in spite of your challenges, you ended up doing a very good job and you very quickly picked up your energy and you bounced well off of your interviewee. My main point of concern is not necessarily that you were late, but more so just you ended up missing quite a bit of chance for banter and interactivity, like outside of the interview segments,
Mm.
which it would have been nice to like have you present because in past sessions you've always been like such a um, like active voice during those moments, and that's one thing that I've come to very much enjoy in having you here. But you did really good in your interview, especially despite it being your first time. So good job.
I think just still being a little bit stuck in my head, but and I honestly considered cutting my interview a little bit shorter than the others, but I was actually very surprised with myself for going to near the limit because uh the invisible splash card person like you had a minute just like oh I didn't even realize I was talking that long, so I was very proud of myself despite the inner turmoil of my being late, you know. I was very proud of myself, so I appreciate all the feedback and thank you all. Um, and I was, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, no problem.
excellent. Now we go on to the hardest part of my job here, other than, of course,
It.
cleaning up.
Wait, you clean up? I thought you just break things.
Listen, all right. Some people clean up differently than others. All right.
Mm-hmm. Cleaning up is what you call it. Okay.
All right. All right. So we will be announcing the first and second place winners, and then we will be going on to discuss the other side of things. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Spooky. Let's see. Do you want to take the reins on this part?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the week 8 victory, a choice of a chibi or a sparkling eye emote from our artist Keystar,
Oh yeah.
we have for second place is Melty.
It's
Melty with whopping 30 points.
I can't read the numbers. I'm so dumb.
No, it's okay. Just blame the wheel. It's not the wheel's fault.
Uh...
And for our first place winner, again, awesome art by Keystar. Our winner for week 8 is wow. Okay.
It's Aaron.
I don't even
Oh
say
my
any
god!
names. didn't even say any names yet. What the hell just happened?
Thank you.
My God, Farron just came in here. You didn't see it. They burst into the stall. They took the
Of
microphone.
course. Of course, I already knew I was the winner. Who else could it be? I am number one.
Who else could it be? You know, who else could
First
it
list
be?
winner for week 8 is Farron with 44.7 points. And his final
Jesus
tally,
Christ.
a whopping 44 points. Farron, how do you feel right now?
I feel amazing. I have to say that all of my opponents did amazingly. They really, really did. And I'm really happy that you enjoyed my take on an interview show. I really am.
Very informative, very sporty.
Thank you.
Yes.
All about balls here. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Well, of course, a very interesting interview topic, I must say, but thrilling nonetheless. A lot of, oh my God, this will be very relaxing for everybody. Well, for the hosts, the rest of you guys are going into, it's going into a dark couple weeks. This is the end of the competition. Things are about to get fucking. Oh God, I got to use it. Things are about to get crazy. All right. Anyway, we will now be going on to the. Oh my God, the two who did not come in first and second will now have to duke it out in a. In the what is it called? The tiebreaker, the final please.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I'd call it a tiebreaker necessarily. It's more of a please don't vote me off type thing.
Well, it
Begging
sort of
and
breaks. It's all about these things. It's all about stating your case. Stating your case, and it's hard because as a rat person, I usually scurry away when trouble gets near. But some people, they need to be able to stand their ground, and that's what we're testing here when it comes to VTubing. All right. All right. Give me just a moment. Alrighty. So, as far as I understand, because it's been a little while since we've done this, we are going to be having each of you take your turn pleading your case, and then the judges will be giving in some final feedback, and judges have final feedback. God, thank God I'm not going to be doing this. Anyway, Spooky, who's going first? Who's going first?
I don't know. Should we spin the wheel?
Spin the wheel.
Bring the
Spin
wheel.
the wheel.
Oh my
Wheel
God. Do we have the
of
wheel?
Torture.
I don't think we have a wheel set up for elimination night, but I'm just gonna cover my eyes and do a spin around in my chair, which is a very bad idea. I'm dizzy now. Oh God. Okay.
Don't hit your arm or anything.
Drusilla, go.
Drusilla, go, of course. Alright, so I'm not really a beggar type, so this is the deal. I've got $40. Right under the desk. Someone reach for it. $40 going once, going twice. Anyone?
Starting
I'll
with
take that.
bribery,
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank you so much for the $40. Oh man, that's so generous of you.
Oh
And Naomi took my $40.
What was the $40 for?
guy.
You didn't even
No,
say
it's not a bribe. It's not a bribe. It's a compliment. In like a tip jar.
It's more inspiration. Wink, wink, wonk, wonk.
Wonk, wonk.
I'm
What's
inspired
wonk,
by this
wonk?
money
Oh my
to go and get snacks.
Oh my God.
Hopefully
okay,
more fruit
okay.
snacks.
All right.
I'm
I will
not
be
feeling.
conducting. All right. You know what it is? Here we go. Here
What
we
is
go.
it?
I've got a thing. I've got this. All right. All right. This is
Alright.
nonsense.
All
All
right,
right.
do your thing.
Bring up the interview set. Bring up the interview set. I need it. I need the interview set.
Oh God, what is he
I'm
doing?
gonna really stress out our studio people. All right. I need to be in a chair. I need to be comfy.
What in the world are you doing?
I need to be comfy.
He's got to think.
Okay, good. We've got Spooky here too. All right, this is
Hi.
perfect.
Oh God, I'm
We're not
barely. I'm
shared.
here too.
Don't worry about it.
I'm carrying him
It's
to the
fine.
chair.
You carry
No,
me
you're
to the
just sitting
chair.
at the foot of the chair. It's okay.
I'm carrying him to the chair right now. It's
All right.
okay.
All right. I'm going to conduct a quick scath interview. All right. To find out who is more suited, who is going to be more cunning, or who wants the most, or, I don't know. We're going to get to the bottom of this. All right.
That's
It's
not
gonna be
fair. You're biased.
I'm biased. I'm not making the decision. I'm just asking the questions. All right. Now, here we go. Now, which of you, if at all, have you ever been caught in any sort of criminal activity?
What are you asking for
I didn't
legal
say
advice right
what
now?
what I said, and I will remind you, was, have you been caught?
Have I been sworn in?
Yeah, have you been sworn in? Legal
No, I mean, have I
activity.
been sworn in to tell you the truth?
This is
Yeah,
true.
my lawyer advises me that I should not answer this question.
See, these are good answers, Spooky. These are good answers. These are great answers.
Yeah,
But
this
the
is a very
best
bad
answer,
idea.
the best answer is to just run away or commit violence when asked this question.
Yes.
All right? Okay. The next question is,
I didn't
if
even get a
you
chance to
needed
answer.
to, if you needed to, you what?
I didn't really get a chance to answer.
Oh, you both
You said-
answered with the idea that you shouldn't answer.
No.
But okay, but wait, are you saying you have been caught?
Yes, when I was but a wee little calf.
A wee
Back-
calf.
A wee calf. I'm a minotaur, remember? I was a wee
That's
little
true.
calf.
It's true.
I once saw some sweets at a stall in the market.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I didn't know any better. And I took a sweet and I ate it. And my mother caught me. And she smacked me on my hand and said, "No, Naomi, you have to pay for that. You cannot steal it." And I said, "Oh, Mom, I didn't realize." And she's like, "Well, it's okay. You learned your lesson. Now, what do you do in the future? Pay for it." "Of course. Yes, dear. Good." And that's it. That's literally it.
I see. You see, now, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. We have very different lessons from that story, because what I would do differently next time is make sure that my mother doesn't see me take it, because that's what we learn. We take
Yeah, I
things
was
more
gonna say
subtly.
the lesson to learn from this story was to not get caught better.
Yeah,
This is a PG-13 show, and they're learning so much from it.
Good.
For legal
okay?
reasons, don't follow that advice.
Yeah, exactly.
In Minecraft.
Exactly. Now, in Minecraft, exactly. Now, here's the thing. You want to get rid of some evidence, all right? What's the best way to do it, okay? Do you, A, bribe, B, violence, or C, threaten and or commit arson?
Seriously think you're asking for legal advice right now?
D, all of the above.
That's a great answer. What's your take on this?
What crime?
What's your take on this, Naomi?
What crime?
It doesn't matter.
You forgot answer E. What crime?
What crime?
I love it.
Deniability. I like it as well.
Plausible deniability.
Oh,
These
that
are
was
great.
good.
These are great answers. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's say, for instance, if you were reached out to by someone you thought was a ghost or a strange entity whispers in your mind, what would your response be to such an intrusion? Would you be welcoming or curious? Would you be upset? Or would you become a shut-in and paranoid? What do you think?
Well, you already got my answer.
That works. Yeah, that works.
$40. Get out of my head. Go away. $40.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well then, okay. If you had to lure someone into a trap, what do you think is the best means to do so? Do you think perhaps it's food? Do you think it's entertainment? Or do you think perhaps it's
$40.
If you say $40 again, I swear to God. I keep lining you up for $40.
She's just throwing the 20s down on the table right as we speak. Just like,
Oh
listen,
my
40
God.
bucks. It gets me out of everything, okay?
If there
Your
isn't
question
some.
is rather open-ended. What kind of a creature am I luring into the trap? Because the answer varies depending upon
That's
the
true.
creature.
What if it was a rat
If-
goblin?
Okay, if I'm summoning Scath, then of course it'd be food, and also probably goodness, probably Drusilla dying as well, because that's all we all know. That's what Scath wants.
Listen, I have great rapport with all of the contestants, and $40 is $40.
$40 is $40.
If there isn't fan art after this of just like Scath doing,
But what
some
if
sort of-
since I also have Drusilla's $40, what if I
You
gave
also
you
do have
$40 in
Drusilla, yeah.
addition to
Oh
her
my
death?
goodness.
Wait, also Drusilla, if you have more than $40, why are you only offering $40 at a time?
I only have 20s.
Okay,
That's all her
well,
dad would allow her to have.
That's all.
It's a
Just
shame.
an infinite supply of 20.
Okay.
It's really dumb.
Okay.
Okay, but
Okay, hold on. All right, serious
do you have a
question time.
question?
I
Do you
have
have
a
a question,
question.
Swiggy?
I do
Okay.
indeed have a question now.
Okay, perfect.
Now, let's say you were an otherworldly entity from, I don't know, beyond the stars or whatever. Now, you landing
Martha.
smack dab on our planet Earth, what would be the first thing you do when you realize, this is a world full of people that I could possibly, potentially, I don't know, ruin their very fabric of reality that in which they dwell?
Clearly, you're thinking wrong, because the first thing you should think of when you arrive on a planet full of unknown aliens is, who should I bang first?
Mm.
And
I
then
can't
you destroy
argue with
everybody.
that.
Yeah.
And then you destroy everybody.
Okay. I think
Okay,
we've been probing the minds. We've
we
been
actually
probing
get
the
in
minds.
trouble from the people behind the curtain, so we gotta
I'm
have to
getting
wrap
some
this up pretty soon.
interesting hand gestures. Interesting hand gestures.
We're getting the look.
Yeah, we're getting the look. Okay. But hopefully we've given the judges stuff to think about. We've delved into some interesting topics, probably the most important topics of anyone's life ever of all time. Now, we'll hear from them. We'll be hearing what their choices are, or at least hearing the results of their choices shortly, and we'll be back with you then. Okay, let's get let's get people back into the backstage, all right, back in there. Okay, get rid of these chairs. I don't need them.
I will be holding on to all $40 bribes that have been thrown around for safekeeping.
Scoop up the 20s. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. When the judges are ready, they will let us know. Or they'll let the studio know, and then the studio will let us know. So in the meantime, what's your thoughts right now, Spiggy? Have you been experiencing really warm weather?
Indeed, it is still summertime for me, so warm weather all around. Now, me personally, being a lion, I am not worried about warm weather. It's the cold that I can't stand.
I love the cold. I love the cold so much.
Oh God.
I'm very fluffy, you see, and I enjoy the cold. But you goddamn, in the warm weather, I'm melting. I'm a melting person.
No,
I like it.
it's like I guess it's because the people who are usually born during the wintertime can't stand winter, but they love the summer, and vice versa. I think that's how it works.
I don't know. I was born around Halloween, you see.
Oh, autumn baby.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now,
I
was
love
it
autumn.
a warm Halloween? Do you remember?
It's never a warm Halloween where I live. I live in Ireland, you see.
Oh, geez.
Yes, Scath hails from Ireland. It's never warm.
It's never.
Do you speak Irish? Do you speak Irish?
Do I speak Irish? I only
Can
know a select few phrases of what my mother would shout at myself. Okay, all right. So I've been told that. 1 second, let me double check. God dang hiccups, Spooky, help me!
My God, what have you been
Irish
drinking?
you don't speak.
I've been drinking some weird honey mixtured things because I like honey. It's sweet.
Usually,
Yummy.
honey is supposed to stop hiccups. How is it starting them?
I have circled back around to getting hiccups.
Are you okay?
trying to type and talk at the same time, which is not something I'm very, very good at. I'm very bad at multitasking. Very, very, very bad.
I'm gonna let you do the final results for this one.
Okay, you want me to do the final results?
Yes.
All right, so the votes are in, Spooky, and this is the toughest part of our job.
Oh God.
Saying goodbye to one of our precious contestants as
I
they
can't.
walk into the sunset by themselves and look back at us, thinking about what could have been. And no, it wouldn't have worked out between us, I know, but we can dream. We can dream.
All the fun they've had, all the friends they made along the way.
Honestly, I feel like I'd smash you on accident.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
Scath.
That happens a lot. People,
You're just so
you know,
small, and I'm
I'm
so
very small.
large.
It's true. It's true. What a way to go, though. Anyway,
There's
anyway,
someone's fantasy around here.
it looks as though the judges' results are in, and we have to say goodbye to one of our contestants. Now, of course, it's not going to be Farron or the other guy, but it is.
What a shame, honestly. Because, I mean, Farron could have gotten that sponsorship from Red Bull, but, you know, no.
No Red Bull, no Sprite, nothing, but we will get there.
One day, one day.
One day.
Okay, okay. I've got to do it. No one else can. We will
Go
have to
ahead,
say
rip the Band-Aid
goodbye.
off.
Yeah, we'll have to say goodbye to our lovable Minotaur from a lovely rural area, blacksmithing apprentice. It's my eyes.
Ah, Jesus.
Naomi,
Girl, to go back home to the range.
will you going back home to the range? You gonna continue your career as blacksmith?
Well, future blacksmith apprentice. Why everybody kept
Well, of course, of course.
I haven't found my master yet. Oh,
And then
that
you'll
sounds
also
really bad out of
hopefully-
context.
You'll hopefully get some nice jerky because that was one of I remember.
That sounds
fondly-
even worse out of context.
No, there's context because the don't starve thing. You were trying to make jerky, and then it wasn't the right jerky, and it took you the entire contest to try and make it.
Yeah.
My heart. It was so
Hey, but
tense.
for what I didn't make up in a bingo, I made up for in entertainment, and that's all that really matters in the end.
It's funny
Anyway.
because you had other people crushing the bingo cards, and then people were just glued to the idea of just like, that jerky needs to be the right jerky. I swear to God.
Yes.
Oh
It
my
needs to be
God.
right.
Everyone else is playing like a great game of Don't Starve, but my God, that jerky.
But, at the very least, to be honest, I'm starting to get a little burned out. But I learned a lot from this, and I can apply it to my main self. And,
Of course, of
I'm
course.
glad to met you guys, and we'll definitely see each other again real soon. So I'm not worried at all.
We will be seeing.
Naomi, thank you so much. I gotta say, like, maybe this will be good for you finding a blacksmithing master with the exposure of this show. Kind of showing off. You showing off a lot during this competition.
Yes, we have seen some absolutely amazing work from you. It has been a pleasure, a treat to hang out with you, and I look forward to seeing more of you in the future. All right.
Absolutely. Yeah, you'll definitely see me in the next couple of weeks. I'm definitely gonna bring you guys some soundboarding stuff. So, Tech Minotaur is a thing now.
Tech Minotaur.
Yes, please.
Yay. Excellent, because we don't have a budget, so we can't pay people, so that works. All right, cool.
Yeah.
$40. Just
I wasn't
$40, man.
No, the $40 is not for the budget. We keep that. That's ours. We'll go away. All right. All right. Love you so much, Naomi. And we will see you again. We'll see you again soon. Okay.
Absolutely. Have fun, guys.
All right.
Wow, that was difficult, man.
It's always difficult saying goodbye to someone, even though it's not a true goodbye. Although people have had a tendency of disappearing shortly after the. You know what it is.
It's very strange.
It's very strange, but I'm sure you're still working on that. Yeah, the investigation.
Still investigating. It's getting very weird to say.
We'll be ignoring comments from the chat about using the bribe money for the budget. That will not be happening. Don't you worry. Wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. That's dirty money. I don't want to put that into the budget. That would be that wouldn't be right.
We keep it off the books. You gotta keep dirty money off the books.
Exactly. And
That's
all
how this
money's
works.
dirty as long as you lick it enough. You know, it gets very dirty. Anyway,
Okay, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
anyway, next week we are doing what on earth are we doing next week? I
don't know.
believe
Is it a
it's
dance competition or something?
it's not a dance
Voice
competition.
acting.
Voice acting. That's correct. Voice acting competition. We have a guest judge whose name Spooky is about to pronounce.
Okay. What? Geez. Who is our guest judge again?
Spooky is gonna say it.
What?
Yep.
I got this. Okay. Solve.
That's probably right.
I think I'm right. Am I right? People
You
behind the
know
curtain.
what? You know what? I'm not gonna tell you because that would be cheating. You
Solve.
know.
I'm gonna go with that name and I'm sticking to it. Hopefully I got it right.
All right. I would love to thank our judges and our guests this week. Thank you very much for coming around and giving your time to the cause. And I hope you had fun. And also, I want to thank our prize artist for this week, Keystar. Let's take one last look at that prize for this week, which will be going to our beloved. Who was it again?
Aaron.
It was Farron, right? That was right. It was Farron.
Me, Farron, yay!
It's Farron.
It's going right to
And
Farron.
before Faerun becomes Melto, and then next week nobody is actually a
would
final contestant.
That would
Oh no!
That would explain so much. Alrighty. Well, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you.
Wait.
What?
Can we spin the wheel one more time?
One more time on the wheel. One more time. Just once more.
But we gotta strap Spooky onto the wheel.
Whoever it lands on, I'm going to kill next.
It's,
Marionette, here come.
Oh, Marionette's dead. Okay.
okay, it's bat people and vampires. You know, they do their own thing. Anyway,
It looks like we have a body to clean up. So everybody, thank you all for tuning in to this to the first of a kind VTuber competition event, Shattered Summer. We will see you next time for our voice acting. Oh my gosh, what the heck is going on?
we're literally gonna be canceled if we don't stop the stream soon. Okay, I love you all. See you next
Don't
week.
run away
Voice
from me.
acting thing. Goodbye.